and behind his back he has a runic kind of black iron rod that's about 2 feet long, kind of sitting in like a little sheath, and a dagger.
All right, and he is our half-elf sorcerer. Then we have Roland.
You see, he's kind of he appears to be an elf at first, but then you'll notice small black horns, like at his hairline, and he has golden eyes. You don't see a tail, but you can definitely tell he's a tiefling. Just very elven-looking tiefling. He has a kind of like a leather overcoat kind of deal. You can see he has studded leather armor on underneath, and there's a rapier at his side, and he's holding a very fancy-looking guitar.
All right, he is our elven bard. Sorry, tiefling bard.
Yeah.
He's tricked even me. And then we have Brew.
Yeah, so it takes you a moment to realize you're looking at a male human, because at first what you think you're looking at is a walrus lying on the ground, snoring loudly. It's not sure, like it's partly the look of it, but also the smell just coming off. It's unwashed. And he's shirtless, he's, big, very, what's the word? Blubbery. And he's got all sorts of weapons tucked into his belt. The belt is actually just like a silk rope. And there are a couple of backpacks just festooned with things tied to it and crammed inside them that are, down near his feet. You notice he has what appears to be a holy symbol around his neck. It's a little bit tarnished and rusted, and then some kind of big scar on his bald pate that looks vaguely the shape of a flaming sword.
Okay, and he is our human barbarian, or is he a cleric? I'm not quite sure.
Neither is he. He thinks he's a priest.
And we also have Pavel.
You don't really see him because he's tucked in the corner, but you probably, once the goblin starts screaming for food, he probably crawls over the mass of bodies over here, trying to get to it and banging on the bottom of it, because saying it's too early in the morning. He is a 6'2" human. The way he looks in the little badge thing that Seb brought up, kind of how he looks, characteristics-wise, blue vest, long sleeve billowy shirt, scar across his right eye, bearded, hair braided in the back, pretty long hair. One striking thing, or like one thing you would notice about him like easily is that he has a bunch of weapons on him, like a lot he carries around. Some you can name would be like hand axe, actually he's holding one right now, which would be a longsword. You'd be wondering why someone would be holding a longsword as they crawl on the ground, but that's a whole other story to begin with. But he's carrying a backpack, a bag of holding now. He has black boots, black pants, fairly muscular, well, skinny muscular. You could tell from his semi-dirty clothes and I guess some sort of impoverished look. He's seems to be someone, lives in the semi-peasant, semi-wealthy, I don't know, like middle class, I guess you could say, of status. And yeah, he's a bunch of weapons on him and a longbow and stuff.
Okay, and he is our human fighter. And then we have our new player, Cass.
So this picture's a little bit misleading. This is just a temporary placeholder until the actual one gets finished. He has a beard and stands 6'3", icy blue eyes, and he's actually a lot paler than what you see there. Has long purple, big scar on the right side of his face, leading from his ear all the way across his nose, and he has an eye patch over his right eye. His left eye is icy blue, and he's wearing a breastplate and not a single weapon visible on him.
Okay, so Cass, you've headed down into the second level of Undermountain, and you are quite lucky in the fact that you didn't have any encounters on the way down here. It's very dangerous for an adventurer to travel down here solo, and however, the fact you couldn't find anyone to team up with you and come down here so far, you are driven to fulfill your quest because you don't really have much of a choice, unfortunately. So you may be pleased to see another group of adventurers before you. This is the first day you've been down here. You've barely been down here an hour, and it's quite early in the morning. It's a pretty ambient temperature down here, and it's filled full of exotic smells and sounds. And you see this group of adventurers have just kitted themselves up, and Sam Snorkel comes running down the hall, and he just as you guys go to move in or move out from this room, he sort of grabs you, Cass. This little goblin, he stands barely 3.5 feet tall. He's got green skin, and he's just got a utility belt around his waist, wearing some light clothing. He doesn't seem to be particularly armed. If anything, he's just armed with tools, and he just shoves you and just starts pushing everyone back into this room. In. And some of the goblins that are working on the stage sort of notice that, and Sam turns around and barks at them. Get back to work! I have something I need to do here!
I thought we were going to have
Easy.
breakfast.
Get in. You all, go and fix on throne. Yak want to see you. And the goblins nod, obey Sam's orders, and they head out into the main hall. The room is relatively clear, except for this one wailing goblin still. Oh, I'm so hungry! You got some food for me?
I have some. Let's play a game. I have food for you, but only if you can be quiet for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's too early in the morning.
Now.
She just shuts up. Ha! Sam scrutinizes you, Cass. He scratches his bald green head. Me not see you before. You here yesterday?
No,
Who are
just
you?
alright, actually.
Oh,
My name is Cass. Nice to meet you.
he pokes you, then Roland points to Cass. You know this one?
In fact, I do not. Roland Commonor, by the way. Nice to meet you, Cass.
Indeed.
Sam, what is this about?
This not your friend then?
For all intents and purposes, why the fuck not? Roland, just so you know, he would like us to overthrow his boss.
Shh!
He wants us to stage a coup.
Don't say that!
Oh.
What we want to do is overthrow Sam's boss. Yes, what he said.
We're
This
going
one,
on
no.
stage?
How do we know this one is not spy sent by Yak?
Let me have a good look. Let me have a good look at this new person. Can I trust you?
I like how he flipped.
Can I trust you? What your name is, Cass?
Yes.
Will you allow me to touch you?
Well, this is getting awkward.
Pavel, I don't think that's necessary.
Pavel,
It's
rather
necessary to
rude,
know if we can trust
actually.
him.
What are your intentions exactly?
Cass, is it? I mean, Cass, I do apologize for our friend. He is new at the whole. How do you say? Getting to know people in a normal circumstance.
Just
I elbow.
handshake.
Handshake? I'll accept the handshake.
I give Roland a little elbow, like a little nudge and a wink. I'm like, he forgot to bring his weapons.
Well, I don't ever really use mine either, so.
You no weapon? How you get here and not die?
I did
I
clear out most of the first floor yesterday.
That is true.
Yeah, I
Oh, and to be fair, I mean, Roland. I mean, I have a dagger, but when do I use a weapon?
You know, come to think of it, out of all of us, out of the 5 of us, only 2 actually use weapons rather frequently.
Ah, he do magic then. You is fight?
This would be a logical guess.
You is good fight? Horny man?
Yeah, I'm fair in a fight.
You can help then. More is better. Now.
Sam, please tell us, how do you expect us to help you alleviate you of your problem?
Many people, they don't know yet at all, has used magic to make himself human, make himself pretty. But Sam know. Some peoples know. Most goblin don't. He tell Sam, cause Sam was Yak's friend. We was good friend. But when he become Yak the Toe, he no friends with Sam. He boss Sam around, tell Sam make sure build stage. Tell Sam make sure control goblin in market. And now me no like. You, if you can steal crown from his head, then the magics maybe go, and he become Yak again. Then other goblin can see him. They will know he is fake.
What if we take his head and the crown at the same time?
Sam shrugs his shoulders. That's one way to do it. Sam?
It would put meat back on the menu.
No. Never eat, other goblin. You animal? What do you think we are, monster? We never eat that. We only eat baby, chipmunk, horse, sometimes dog.
You really do not want me to up.
Well, at least they're not cannibals.
Speaking of eating baby,
You have some?
No.
Oh.
But if we take out this Yak that's small, are you guys gonna still be peaceful, or are you gonna be more like the Xanathar's Guild goblins and all attacky?
That is much to think. But yes, we just want to live here and make market. But there are other bugbear and Yak Toady who protect him. They like him, but other goblin don't. Sam is in charge of market. Sam is in charge of stage. We can make them move to stage and all build stage. Then most of goblin is gone. That way, you can deal with Yak.
I actually do not see a problem with that plan.
We needed to help out our friend in the manacles as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
I put my hand up and kind of clap Cass on the back. You know, I do apologize, but I do believe you've just been roped into our shenanigans.
You see, that's trust right there. See how he put his hand on his back? That's what I mean. Trust. I trust this guy now.
But
That's
Pavel,
touching.
you also know that
Right.
I didn't ask, I just did it.
Hey, some people don't want to be touched, and I respect that. I respect that.
Can we let that goblin out of the cage over there?
Yes, you let me out. Me can tell you things. No, you not let her out. Make trouble for you if Yak find out. Maybe after you get Yak.
Well,
If we
Yak's
deal
not
with
going
Yak.
to be a problem anymore.
Then we
She can help
also
us.
could let her out, potentially on a short leash, either figuratively or literally. I do not care.
I say literally.
Oh, me so hungry. Come on, Sam, you have let me out. No fair me here.
I hand her another ration. She's been quiet for 10 minutes.
She just rips it apart.
I like shoulder my way past Sam and say, yeah, I wasn't really asking. And I'm going to go up and try to, I'm going to go up and see if I can try to open the cage, open the,
Alrighty, make a athletics check because it is locked. You can try and like bend the bars and break the lock open. Alright, you give it a good heave, Brew, and it doesn't budge. It's solid.
I don't think I'm
Bruce,
awake yet.
Do not worry. We can deal with this in a bit.
Oh, I think I pulled my back.
So you say you can deal with Yak then? Me can tell Goblin. Go outside. Go to a fixed stage and get more wood.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I believe
I mean,
that.
like, does anyone have a disagreement or an objection to us or staging a coup?
I already have a plan.
All right. I trust you, pal.
Okay. Sam runs off and you just hear him yelling out, Everyone, listen up! Today we must work double fasters! Me need more wood, must get stage built quickly, otherwise you're gonna be angry and feed you to bugbear! You hear goblins just crying out and start a chorus of goblin voices just chanting and little goblin footfalls running around wildly. Heaps of them start piling into the stage room.
I'm going to kind of huddle the group together really quick and say, so from what they described, I imagine it to be like a hazardous disguise or something of the like.
Yes, that's what it sounds like anyway.
Cass, I do not need to pry, but are you a forward fighter or a ranged person, or are you a lover, not a fighter? And that is perfectly acceptable.
I'm a little versatile. I can fight front line, I can fight behind it, I can fight at range, and I can heal.
Oh,
Nice.
we definitely could always use a little more of the soft love and tender lights that keep us alive. Okay, well, do we actually want to try and kill this person, or just do we want to?
Well, let's see if we can get him to
Fine.
take off the hat first, and see what see what happens from there.
Nox, I got a plan.
And what was the
I
plan?
Sorry, continue, Brew. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was saying that that Tempest favors fight today. He let me know last night in my dreams. Tempest came to me. I feel we would win.
If a fight doesn't,
What's your plan?
If the plan doesn't work out, a fight might be necessary. But remember that boring book I got, the one that says, hold up, what was it called again?
Bugbear's Gone Wild.
Bugbear's Gone Wild. Yes. Okay, look. Any one of you can use illusion magic to put a picture of a female bugbear on here, and then immediately remove it when I throw it. I distract them, throw it somewhere else. Hopefully they go for it. That's the plan.
That's not how that spell works, but
Perfect.
And I kind of like look over at Roland. I'm sure we could just suggest that he takes it off.
Oh yeah, that'll be easier.
Yeah, we could try that. Either one of us, really.
If a fight does break out, would it be better to maybe knock him unconscious and then let the goblins deal with him on their own?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. We do not necessarily want to cause unwanted bloodshed, but I am also, how you say, not opposed to an early morning scramble.
It sounds like he's been treating them real bad.
Well, they're also the first friendly goblins I've ever ran into, so I don't know how bad is. Their version of bad might differ from our version of bad.
You got a good point. I don't know what it is. If we can avoid killing him,
but it's a good point.
if we can avoid killing him, that would be best. But if it comes down to him or us, well, I'll choose us every time. But
well, there's no question on that.
Yeah, or if it comes down to him or gold, I'll choose gold as well.
Come on, Brew. Let's go earn yourself some breakfast.
Early morning scramble. Let's see what you did there.
I'm gonna go buy bullets and get my armor repaired.
Alright, you guys move out into the main market hall, and Sam goes with you all. You see this disgusting looking throne against the north wall. It's got bloodstains at the base of it and tattered animal furs and elk antlers sort of adorning it, all held together with copper wire. There are two goblins still standing here. They look like guards. They're guarding a 20-foot wide or 20-foot long corridor, and Sam accompanies you all. The place is quiet. In fact, it's a polar opposite of what it was yesterday, with all the hustle and bustle of the dozens of goblins attending the market stalls here. It looks like even the market stall tenders have left their posts, but Sam keeps a careful eye on you all to make sure you don't pinch anything. There are weapons, armor, and all manner of gear laying across these wooden tables, and Sam just nods at you all.
See, me gets clear. You good luck now. Me leave you.
Sam Snarkle?
Can I extinguish my torch, please?
Sure. You head down to the Yex chambers. You see, very brightly illuminated, and again, all of these marquettes with their wooden trestle tables are completely unattended, and as you approach, two goblins stand to block your passage. One of them crosses his arms.
What you want?
Mon ami, monsieur. We are here to see, that's all. My friend Roland here has composed a song for him, and we wish to speak and give him great tales.
It's a very beautiful song.
I'm the dancer.
Make a persuasion check, Nox.
One moment. Me has to check. Yak, you like song? This smelly mans. They say they have song for you.
Why, yes. I will certainly receive them. Tell them to come on through.
Okay, you can go now. Onward. In there.
You head into Yek's chambers, a long hallway, and once again you see this handsome man wearing a golden circlet on his brow, lounging around on some cushions towards the north of the wall. There are torch sconces lining the walls with flaming torches, illuminating the entire hallway very brightly. And he is being fed another apple. There are 4 bugbears standing in the corners. You see the beardless dwarf. He looks like he's doing a little bit better today. He's conscious, and immediately he cries for help. Help me. And you see a bugbear just face check him with the handle of his morning star. almost breaking his nose and just causing a streamer of blood to run down his face. Meanwhile, Haleth just gazes at Copper with like an absolute sort of conniving look of menace in his eyes, just staring at Copper without breaking his gaze. And you can see Copper is distancing himself as much as the manacles attached to his arms and legs will allow him. Did you all find your accommodations to your standards?
Yes, they were very nice. Thank you for your hospitality.
Yes. As you can see, we don't share much in common with the bugbears and goblins that have, how I should put it, fallen victim to servitude of the Xanathar Guild. So, I hear that you have prepared a song for me. I would very much enjoy listening to one of your musical notes. I am quite cultured myself.
I have, Yaktatal.
I trust this song is about me, then?
Of course.
I trust that you've picked favorable words to describe me, such as handsome and tall.
Of course. Nothing but.
Excellent. And you hear him sort of turn his head and just whisper something to the bugbear and goblinoid.
Rikokogo. Malak. Takago.
Very well then. He places his hands together in a sort of clapping motion. Well, let's hear it.
All right, here we go. And I'll play, and I want to play for at least a minute, so I can use my enthralling performance feature.
All right. First of all,
if I get an opportunity, can I cast guidance on him?
Sure.
I'm gonna bow and say, "Your Eminence's ness. I'm gonna dance along, and I'm gonna move forward here, and then do my best belly dance."
Oh God.
I'm seeing the truffle shuffle right now. The truffle shuffle is what I'm seeing.
This image will never leave your mind.
As you approach Yak, a bugbear moves up as well, still watching you. And Cass, you just place your hand on Roland's shoulder and cast guidance. And then Roland, let's see if Yak will even listen to your performance for a minute. Make a performance check.
Ooh.
Alright, you start playing a song. Do you have any sort of idea what it may contain in terms of lyrics?
Roland would definitely be making it up on the spot about I'm not as good as Roland would be at doing that. But it would definitely be about how tall he is and how beautiful and handsome and how everybody wants to be him.
For some reason, the Adam Sandler songs come into my mind right now.
Alrighty, and who do you want to affect with this, Roland? A number equal to your charisma modifier.
Yeah, so my charisma modifier is 4. So Yek, the 2 bugbears that are closest, and this bugbear here.
Alright, you start doing your performance, and Yek seems quite delighted. This is good, yes, that's right, yes. You there, Toady, feed me another apple. This is a delightful performance indeed. My, I haven't heard such a tune for, well, a long time. And as he's clapping and the other goblins are dancing, and one of the bugbears just grabs your hands, Brew, and starts dancing with you.
I swing him around all like what's that, barn dance style.
Okay, do say do.
Totally. Do.
Yeah, don't see no.
Alrighty, and you see slowly the bugbear's eyes glaze over, and so do Yak's. Ah, that was beautiful! And Yak rises from his pillows at the end of the performance, and you see a couple of goblins help him up, and he just like walks over to you with his arms held out wide to like receive you, Roland, and he just like places his hands on your cheeks and just gives you a big kiss. Oh, that was superb. Oh, and he just like has this cringy sort of look. He's just gazing at you. He just thinks you're like the best, Roland. Oh, can you teach me how to play like that? Oh, please tell me you're never leaving. Oh, give this man an apple.
Roland is just like preening and just kind of, yeah, like, I know I'm good. Kind of look to him.
And he just like places his chin like on your shoulder and just embraces you, and then he just like smells your hair. Ah. Some of the goblins are just giving him this like strange look, but they don't really know like, what's up.
When he does that, when like he places his head on my shoulder, I like look to Nox and then just like kind of like motion to my head like the crown.
I'm gonna try and in a kind of like wide dancing gesture, just trying to sweep his head and take the crown off his head.
All right, make a sleight of hand.
Can I assist? Can I like try to distract the guy?
Yeah,
you can assist.
You can like
pretty distracted.
You can like maybe like bump into Nox, and like Nox, you can sort of pass it off as he bumped into you, and you flick your hand up and knock the crown off, sort of thing. If that's what you're going for.
Totally.
All right, you do that, and it looks purely like an accident, and suddenly like the cheering just stops, and you see Goblin's jaws like a domino effect just drop all around the room, and even like a couple of bugbears are still just like smiling at you with their strange toothy grins, and they seem still just completely obsessed with you. And even Yak, he is just smiling at you, Roland, but he has a very different appearance now. The second the crown comes off, there is just a quick flash of magical light, and no longer standing before you is a 6 foot tall handsome male human. Instead, there is a 4 foot tall smelly little goblin, but he's still smiling at you. Oh, you are so pretty! And like when this happens, instead of him like just hugging you, Roland, he's like hanging from you now, and just like sort of drooling on you a little bit, and he just smells absolutely grotesque.
Oh dear. Prestidigitation. It's like, oh Lord.
And
just kind of casting it.
The goblins are absolutely bewildered, and they don't know what to think of it. They're just all staring at Yuck the Small, and he's sort of just smiling. He looks around.
Okay, enough now. Back to work, everyone. What? What is it? Why are you all looking at me? I said back to work!
I'm going to step back one and just point out at him in a very exaggerated manner and be like, "Aga! He is a fraud, a liar. Look at him, the cheat."
The goblins, they look around like very confused, like they don't know still what to make of it, and some of them sort of look at like the bugbears as to what to do, and the bugbears are still just staring at Roland, all but one.
Can I snatch that crown up off the floor?
All right, you snatch it up, and it's a golden circlet It looks very much like the one that was Yak was wearing in the handout that I gave you, and it's finely polished.
Right, I'll go ahead and put that on.
Okay. You put that on, Brew, and suddenly you just create like even more confusion, because as everyone is like looking around, just bewildered by the appearance of Yuck the Small, they're like twice as confused now as they see you. You put on the crown and suddenly your whole composition changes, and standing there no longer is a burly whale-like barbarian. Instead, there is a disheveled old lady, a female human. She's in her late 60s, and she looks quite strange indeed. Let me get you a token for that. And
What in the world?
Hello, Crow. Hello, children.
Nox just looks around and is like, well, you do not see that every day.
Bro, you look like my grandma.
Come here, sonny. Give Granny a kiss.
that's Brew now.
We should just pass it around and see what everybody looks like.
That'd be cool.
So I just kind of look down the goblin like right here next to Roland and be like, what are you going to do? Your Yak the Tall is not Yak the Tall, he is Yak the Tiny. Look at him.
They just don't know what's going on. One of them, like, he takes out this like bottle. It looks like an old brown bottle, and it has like it's been blown to have a pattern sort of carved into it. It seems to be like a dwarven rune for water, basically an ale bottle. And he just looks at it and then looks up at Brew, looks over to Yuck, looks at Brew again, and then just like smashes it on the ground and just like walks off. And like out of all the bugbears, like one of them just starts yelling out, one that didn't get charmed. You also see Haleth, the Revenant. He's trying to make an escape. You just see him like using all his might to try and break the iron chains that's bounding him, but he's unsuccessful. And this bugbear just starts yelling out something in Goblinoid. And there's just chaos. Goblins are just starting. Some of them are laughing. Some of them are like throwing little bits of food at Yuck the Small. Others are pushing him around, and he just is like sort of curled up into like almost a ball as he looks around. And meanwhile, like while this chaos is going on, like one of the bugbears just like comes up to you, Roland, and just like licks your face when he gets the chance.
No licking. No licking.
And all of the chaos is just broken up by Sam, who comes running in. Stop! And he points his little green arm at Yuck.
See? Yuck the Small! He is faker! He used fancy crown to make him human, but he is Yuck the Small! Lie to everyone!
And the goblins start to get very angry. They all draw their scimitars.
Ew.
And surround him.
Ew.
There is one bugbear who's not charmed, and he basically just like moves in to still protect Yuck the Small. And
I wanted to show him the book.
Okay. He moves up, and then you sort of jump in front of him, Pavel, and he looks at the book.
and just starts yelling at you. Move, or me bash your skull.
So you don't want to look at bugbears gone wild?
What? What's that?
Naked bugbears. Naked female bugbears.
What you mean? We always naked.
Sexy poses.
He like looks around.
Show me.
Oh shit! I look to Roland real quick, like do the magic, and, like without telling him, just eye contact, and I open the book slowly.
I mean, Roland will try.
Alright, so you throw out like a minor illusion.
Yeah, that's all I have that would.
Alright, you
what
quickly
he's
like
trying to do.
flick your fingers and there's a little sparkle that temporarily like glimmers in front of the book, and then you make that image appear, and the bugbear just quickly looks around, and without even like really looking at the book for more than a split second, he just snatches it, and then he just sort of yells at the goblins,
Okay, Toady. Me has to go check on stage now. You take care here.
and then he's like he just starts sprinting away.
He's going to be so disappointed.
I know I was, that's for sure.
Alright, meanwhile, goblins have just started like grabbing Yuck, and they just like beat the crap out of him basically until he's almost unconscious. And they just jump on him, completely surrounding him. And basically what happens next is Yuck is taken and thrown in the cell in the iron gibbet, and the goblins they start celebrating. They go back out to the market as other goblins return to the marketplace itself, and Sam starts boasting how he sort of put you guys up to it.
Yes, it was all me, my plan. And me tells them to do this. Yes, okay, later, yes. Okay. Yes, me is do this, yes.
And like the goblins start yelling out,
Sam Smarkle, Sam Smarkle, Sam Smarkle.
And like a couple of bugbears like lift him up on their shoulders and start like parading him around the market. And he is like unanimously declared the new goblin boss. And meanwhile, one of the bugbears still just keeps trying to like lick Roland the entire time.
Oh, good lord.
While all the commotion's going on, I want to kind of wander down towards the beardless dwarf and just kind of sit down on like kind of like do the whole like kneeling on my haunches a little bit and look at him and be like, so my friend, what's got you into this mess?
All right. So just before that, Nox, you just hear Yak just cry out like one more time.
Wait, no! Me want to smell him some more!
Oh.
And then you've just got like 3 bugbears just gazing at you, Roland, while all the other celebrations are going off in the market hall. There's not a single goblin left in this Yak's chamber now. And before we go any further, I'm actually going to give you guys experience points.
Thank you.
And it's going to be quite a lot.
I gotta get rid of my book.
Have a look here. There is... see how many goblins. You guys didn't get experience for goblins last session, right? For all these goblins.
I don't think so.
You get
killing goblins?
No, like just for this.
No, not
encounter.
conversation. Not for RP.
Okay, so that's 29 goblins, 4 bugbears, and Yektator. That
Wow,
is... let's just take a look here.
That's a lot of goblins.
It is a lot. That's like every single goblin in this place.
I look at Brew and tell him, give me the crown. I gotta hide from that one bugbear that I fucked up. I gave him the terrible book.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
I think
300 experience points each. And someone can post the total. Cash, you'll be on the same number of XP. So, Nox, you go over to this beardless dwarf, and he's like, eyes swollen up, blue from being beaten. Help me. Help me.
Help you? Why would I help you? You I do not know you. You could be here because you are a bad man or a bad dwarf. But now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever known a good dwarf. But
And
I digress.
he like doesn't look like he's in a very good state. His head's sort of swaying around.
No, goblins, they shave me beard. They put me in these chains. I don't deserve none of it. They're savages.
And you hear Haleth contest to that.
Don't listen to his lies. That is one of the ones who betrayed me and pushed me down into the pit. Free me, and I'll finish the job.
Oh, you hear that? Your friend over here wants to kill you.
That's not my friend. That's some sort of undead monster now. You'd be keen to ally yourself with one of the living dead?
No, that is actually technically called the Revenant, and if you know anything about Revenants, they only hound those that they are... Roland, what would you say? They are sworn to, that have wronged them. They are vengeful spirits. And we've already met at least one other of your crew. Crap, I'm not gonna remember his name. The rogue.
I'm not gonna remember.
Caught in the closet.
Kalim, the weasel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Killing
yes.
the weasel.
We've already met the weasel, who corroborated what he was already telling us. So you would like to change your story now, yes?
Lies, all of them. Lies.
Insight.
He's a monster. Look at him. The Walking Dead. It's an abomination. He's trying to trick you.
Go ahead, Scamp, make an insight check.
Good roll.
You can tell that he's lying through his bloodied teeth.
I'll walk over to the Revenant and pull out my thieves tools and act like I'm getting ready to start unshackling him.
No. Please, no. Kill me now, then.
No. You tell us why we should let you go.
Haleth just holds up his manacled arms to you, Nox, to be freed.
My dwarven friend, you have until the count of 5.
What do you want from me?
Truth, please.
What are you doing down here?
Damn you all! Scoundrels! Presenting yourselves with these filthy little goblins! Same ones that chuffed off me beard! He's a thief!
He points his broken finger at Haleth.
He stole from us, and he got what was coming to him!
But, and pray tell, my friend, what did he steal?
I'm not sure, but I felt
Well,
me
then how
back
did you know
lighter,
that?
I'm sure of it. He was off looting and plundering, and coming back with only meager amounts. Where did you keep it, oh Haleth? We know you worship the god of coin. Did you magic it away and transport it to her when we had turned our backs on you? Well, you shouldn't have turned your back. You'll no sooner find a blade through it, you traitor!
Helef, mon ami, tell me, what do you think they killed you?
Conspiracy. They think because I idolize Joaquin, the god of coin, that's all I think about. I put our companionship before any of that. I just wanted to adventure. I thought this was going to be a great opportunity. And all I found was my companions turning on me. It is this anger bottled up within me that has brought me back to get revenge on you.
So there's no like hidden cache of coin and spoils that you would have no use for now that you are dead.
I exist now for only one purpose. Retribution.
Yes, but I digress.
At this stage, he just snaps his arm forward, and the chains just break straight out of the wall, and he stands up.
Oh.
Can I
Well, I'm
grapple
not
him real quick?
I mean, I'm not gonna stop him.
I'm actually going to roll initiative.
Cool. Ooh.
And I go first.
And Brew, let me like link that token up temporarily to your character sheet.
Pavel stat red.
Do I have my usual abilities?
Yep, it's just a physical appearance that's changed. You wouldn't
It's a
even
hologram.
you wouldn't even notice if someone hadn't told you.
Oh,
Okay.
like it's just visual. Like I still talk the same. I just look like Granny.
Your voice is actually modulated as well by it.
Oh.
Okay, Sonny.
All right, Roland, you are up first, my friend.
I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I mean, I'm kind of in the camp of letting Halef do what he wants. I'll just play a quick tune, and that's my turn.
Pavel.
All right, I go to Havel as he breaks off the chain. I go to tackle him and grapple him, telling him like in a panic voice real quick. Like in 6 seconds, I guess. Like, wait, don't do it. We have to know. We have to know whether his motives and all this other stuff. But the point is, like, justice will be served. You will kill him, but just give us some time.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. Ooh.
He's strong, but you grab him.
And hopefully my words go through him when I tell him, like, hey, we'll let you kill him, but just first let's talk.
He really struggles, Pavel, as he just moves to try and break the grapple. But firstly, we have Brew.
I will move over into the space between here, and can I use my reaction to ready if he breaks free of Pavel, that I will then attempt to grapple him?
Sure.
Okay. I will also say,
Come give Granny a hug.
Alright, he just like tries to rip free from you, Pavel. Don't make me go through you. And he's going to attempt to break the grapple. Make an athletics check.
Oh, this is where it's gonna break.
You got him.
Alright, you just hold him back. I warned you. And then he just like bolts his hand into a fist. Scamp.
So, well, I don't think it was fair that they murdered him on the suspicion, not confirmation, that he was stealing from their group. I also don't believe in killing a chained man who is manacled, so I'm gonna try and break the manacles on the dwarf.
All right, make a athletics check.
This isn't gonna go well, but we're gonna try.
Gotta go through how your character does, Scamp. Respect that.
Great
you
idea.
try with all your might, Scamp, to break the manacles from the wall, but they're pretty firmly secured, and a 14 is not enough. They come out a little bit from the wall, but they're still firmly bolted on there. Nox.
Oh man. I'm gonna kind of jog over really quick and just look at the dwarf dead in the eye and be like, "Are you worth saving?"
Get me out of these manacles! He's gonna bloody kill me!
Yeah, fuck it. I'll give him a sporting chance. I'll try and use my thieves' tools to get him out.
Alright, give me a thieves' tools check. You almost get the lock, Nox, and you feel like you hear the multiple keys clicking of the lock, but then they just snap back. The failure. Alright, Copper, he is just trying to basically rip his hands through the gap in the manacles to free himself at this stage.
Oh.
And he managed to get one arm free. But he's still stuck to the wall. He moves away from Haleth. And he's no
Is he
longer
still stuck to the
restrained.
wall?
He is. He's no longer restrained.
Alright, so as long as he's still stuck in the wall, because if he gets away, I'm using my reaction to stab at him with my longsword.
Okay. Well, he's out of your threat range, so you'd have to do it now if you want to. Alright, Cass, so what you see is obviously this bearded dwarf, and this man, he looks like an elf, evident by his pointed ears, but his flesh is decayed, and he is definitely, undoubtedly undead. He doesn't have any weapons, and you've just seen him rip the manacles out of the walls with his bare hands, like with just brute strength. And it's probably a little bit confusing as to what's going on, and it probably should be as well. So good luck.
Alright, well, I'm going to step up to Scamp there, and as I'm doing that, I'm going to get the crowbar out of my pack and hand it off to her so she can use it to break his chains. And then just kind of shrug and say, well, if he's done something to earn this, then at least he has a fighting chance to get.
Alright. Is that crowbar?
Thank you.
Yeah, we can make athletics checks with advantage to try and pry the chains out from the wall. And if that is the end of your turn, Cass, you'll need to hit the end of turn button. That's the one.
It's nifty.
Roll it.
Alright, I'm going to, my eyes will kind of glow golden for a second. I'm going to use my racial ability to cast suggestion once a day. And I'm going to cast it on the dwarf. Why don't you tell us why you and your group actually killed Haleth?
Alright, he makes a wisdom save.
Fuck. Well, he makes it.
And he just scoffs at that notion. I've told you!
Well, you're a known liar, so. I'll back up a little more. My backup singers, my adoring fans back here. That's my turn.
Pavel.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here and drag Haleth like over here, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell the dwarf, if you move, I'm going to cut you and possibly kill you. So you better stay still. And I guess give him an intimidation check. I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. I'll come through with that promise too. Where is it? Intimidation. There you go. Ooh.
Yeah, you see Copper have just a sheer look of terror before his face. He looks up at you, Pavel. Just keep him away from me.
I'll try.
Brew.
Well, Tempest likes a fair fight, so make way for Granny here.
And I'll kind of just like get on through here, and I'll also try to rip the chains out of the wall.
Alright. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Might be the new body, Brew, still sort of getting used to it.
Granny's a bit weak.
But with a free action, can I? Let's see. I've got a pair of scimitars here. I'm gonna hand a scimitar to what's his
Copper?
Copper. Yeah.
Hey.
Old beardy here or non-beardy?
Yeah, it's been shaved off. You see he's got like a heap of stubble already grown back, but it looks like the goblins have been shaving him like as a way of torture every day.
He's got the no beardy blues.
Alright, Haleth just, as you've like grabbed him and held him back, he just sort of tips his head down to the side. I'm afraid I cannot let you to stand in my way. And he just tries to hit you with a haymaker, Pavel. Swings his arm around.
Ooh.
And he just whacks you for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
That is a mean haymaker.
And then he just tries to headbutt you as well. And misses.
Guy participates in the UFC.
You don't have to die as well. But you cannot stop me.
I'll let you go actually. Right now I feel like my friend's about to let this guy go, so go chase him, buddy.
Scamp.
I am going to try and use the crowbar to get the last manacle free.
Go for it. Make an athletics check with advantage.
I don't know if it matters, but I do have the powerful build for Furbog.
That's more like
last time.
dragging stuff and lifting stuff. Alright, you
Might do though.
wedge the crowbar into the wall and wrap the chain around it and get some leverage, and you just rip the chains completely out of the wall, and the manacles ending with little chunks of rock just fall to the ground. And Copper is just like looking around wide-eyed. Your friend's getting beaten. Are you sure you can hold him back?
I don't know about that, but it wouldn't be fair to let him kill you while you were chained to the wall.
I see. And then he just like holds the scimitar up, getting ready to face Haleth.
I'm gonna move back and I'm gonna hand the crowbar back to Cass.
Nox.
Oh, the man is free. I am stepping like just left and kind of doing the whole like after you, sir. It's all yours.
Alright. Copper, he just like steps up. I'm not scared. I've done him in once and I'll do him in again. And he like readies the scimitar for Haleth to approach.
Alright, good. Thank God.
Cass.
I will squeeze around this guy and give Pavel a quick heal.
Aw, thank you. Thanks, buddy. That's what Pavel would say. Ooh, level 2.
13 points of
Using
healing.
a warlock slot.
Oh. Sorry about that. I just died.
You sure it wasn't like inflict wounds? What's going on?
There
Roland.
Um, Yeah, I'm just kind of content to watch what happens at this point. I'll just play a quick ditty for my adoring fans.
These bugbears are just like worshipping you. One of them's got his like finger, he's like twirling your hair around in it. Havel.
Alright, so I'm gonna let go of Haleth for my action, and then...
It doesn't.
seeing if
It's
this
not an
guy-
action. It's just it's free to release him from
Yes.
a grapple.
So after telling him letting him go, like, I really wish you didn't have to come to this, but do what you want, I guess. And seeing that it's not a fair fight, which is true, I'm going to have Haleth my own scimitar for my backpack.
I mean, he did pretty good with just his fist, but okay.
We'll see if he even accepts it. Hold up, where is it? Where's my scimitar? I know I got one from a goblin.
He just looks at you. Pavel looks down at the scimitar and smiles a little bit. You've made a good decision, but he doesn't take the scimitar.
Okay, I see. But I'm gonna tell him like, whatever. He can believe they can kick my ass. Like, fucking kill him. EOT. That's it. Yeah, let him go.
Brew.
Oh, sorry about that. So, yeah, I will say, well, Tempest favors a fair fight. You boys, no hitting in the face too many times, and no hitting below the belt more than too many times. And then I will walk over here, and I'll walk over here and say, like, all right, now who wants to put a wager on this fight? I put $100 on the guy with no flesh. 100 dragons.
One of the bugbears like,
I bet 100 on Roland.
Yeah. How do I? There it is.
alright, Haleth moves forward towards Copper, and Copper swings with his scimitar. He just thrusts the scimitar forward in a piercing motion, and it just like sticks straight into Haleth's shoulder. Haleth doesn't even look like he feels it. He just bats the scimitar away and then just grabs Copper by the shoulder. And he just pummels him in the face for 25 points of damage. Copper immediately is rendered unconscious and his face is all bloodied, and then Haleth just punches him again.
Murders him.
And 29
Jesus.
points of damage. Copper fails 2 death saving throws. And is anyone going to intervene with this?
No, but
I
I,
mean, my
will
friends-
leave the room.
Yeah, I'll leave too.
Alright. Haleth just grabs Copper and jumps on him, pushes him to the ground, and just punches him and pummels Copper until his face is nothing more than a bloody pulp on the ground.
I want to look at him and just be like, do you feel better? Does that help?
Haleth rises. His fist completely covered with gore, brain, and bright red blood dripping down from the knuckles of his pinky finger onto the ground. There's like nothing left of Copper's face, it's just splattered on the ground. Haleth's priestly robes dotted with blood. It like sort of smells in the air a little bit more. She's close. And then Haleth like starts like just walking off.
Wait,
Out of the
Haleth, don't
room.
be a stranger.
He just keeps going. He turns around to you before he exits the room, Pavel. I wouldn't have stopped at anything. I wouldn't have let anyone stop me to get what I want. You made a smart decision. And like you see goblins just like parting the ways as he moves through the market scam, and he just pushes on a wooden door to the south of the market hall and just leaves these bloodied footprints in his wake.
Yeah, don't worry, buddy. I would have killed you.
So just a group consensus. Do we think there will be a problem later?
I think so. I think we might have to kill him. I want to kill him right now.
Well,
Well,
you want to kill him because he did not respect your authority, but that is no reason to just end his life. I mean, technically, his life is ended. I'll come over to Copper and kind of I want to like inspect the body for anything that like secret notes, maps, anything of prevalence to him and his group that he came down here with. See if I can find something that give us a clue.
He has a scimitar.
Cool story.
So you're searching this prisoner, Nox. Just how well are you searching this prisoner?
You know what? Nox is used to things being a little messy when dealing with, certain levels of interrogation. So he will absolutely, being now a corpse, take his knife and cut the corpse open, kind of pat the entrails, see if he swallowed something.
That's not really what I was getting at, but...
Oh, God!
Check the prison wallet. There might be something there.
Nox has done time, so... for murder, by the way. And, alright, you find something on his person, Nox. It's not inside his gut or in his chest cavity or wherever else you've cut open. But you do find a tiny little package tucked in between his butt cheeks.
Okay.
And you unravel it to find that it's a map. It's a complete map of level 3. It's labeled Sargorth level.
Cool. I like
Nox,
I like
you
full I like full map.
I would like to see that, but could you cast prestidigitation on it first?
I snap my fingers and prestidigitize it so it's clean at least. Fresh paper.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty
It smells of lavender and rosemary.
Okay, you look at it, and it's a very detailed map. It seems to contain the map, the entirety of level 3 on it.
I will roll it back up and kind of tuck it away in one of my little pouches so it's out of sight from those who might have a wandering eye for it.
Alright. Hope you're not putting it in the same pouch that it came from.
No. Nox is above such things.
Okay. So, alright, Cass, you take a look to the north of this room, and you poke around the cushions. There's a big pile of all of these cushions here, and it's almost like a little mountain. As you pull some away, you start to smell this grotesque scent of decay, and half-eaten apple cores just pile out all over the floor, and buried underneath them are dead rats that have had bite marks taken out of them.
Why, this guy was lovely.
Oh, that is not hot.
I'm gonna kill Hela someday.
That's 300 more XP each as well for that encounter with Hela.
Nice.
All right, gentlemen, lady, Shall we proceed on this level?
Yeah.
Yes, we
I want
should.
to get some stuff done though. First.
Like, are you buying more things, Pavel? Haven't you spent enough money?
Nox, let me tell you something. I am a poor boy from a poor family. This is the first time I've had like this amount of wealth. I want to buy
know.
nice things.
Don't you think you should save it? Invest it, keep it for yourself, so that
What's
you
investment?
Save it for your family.
That's a good idea. I like that idea. I like the idea a lot. I will only buy a couple ammunitions and fix my armor. And buy food.
Alright, you guys return back to the market hall, and you can see the celebrations are still underway. Goblins are just throwing food around and drawing all of these markings on the walls with chalk of a picture of like Yak the Tall, and then like an arrow, and then like Yak the Small, and then just like another arrow, and then just like Yak stuck in a cage, and then like another arrow with like a bugbear biting his head off. And yeah, the celebrations are underway. However, a couple of goblins still stand guard at this passageway here, and you see Sam has taken up residence on the throne towards the north of the room. Again, it's very dark in here because these goblins just use dark vision to get around, and I would sort of contest to the random colors that they use for those of you that examine anything with light.
Can I see if the goblin was let out of the cage in our room?
Glom is still there, and when you enter Scamp, she shakes the cage.
Hey! Helps me! Ooh!
Hold on, I'm gonna see if Sam will let you out now, because Yak is gone.
Oh, Yak is gone? Yes, look! Yak the Small!
There.
And you see Yak the Small, like just very badly beaten, like doesn't really look like he can even say anything, just slumped down inside one of these gibbets.
Could I go up to Sam then and
Alright, as you guys...
ask if I can let Grum out?
Sure. As you approach Sam, Scamp, you'll find actually everyone else is before him, and a couple of goblins guarding him sort of stand forward.
Ahem! Must bow before new boss Sam Smorkle.
And Sam sort of nods.
Bow before me.
I look at Sam and just go like, "Listen here, you little shit. I will bow before you when I take a dump bigger than you."
What you say? You no speak to boss like that. You do as I say, or we shoot you.
Or remember, what we could do to take you down, we took down the boss before you.
We have 50 goblin here. You only 5, 6, 11-7. So, we more. Now bow, or I tell every goblin to shoot you with arrow.
Before they can shoot us with arrows, you will most definitely die. Just know that.
Make a intimidation check, Roland.
Can I give him an advantage? No, right? Never mind. Damn it. Ooh. Damn.
And he sort of claps his hands.
Goblins!
And goblins start like piling into the room, all with scimitars, bows and arrows.
Now, me is boss here. You must respect me. Okay? Now bow, or me tell goblin to shoot. Many goblin here. More than 77.
Yes. And Roland will bow. Even though he knows that they could probably kill every goblin here, it would just be a chore.
It would be a chore.
That one. The one who spokey a lot. Tell him. He must bow on Sam foot.
I must do what now?
Must bow on my foot.
Bow on your foot.
Yes.
Okay. And I will walk up. So he wants me to on his foot, right?
Yeah. All the goblins are watching, like, some of them have already, like, got their bows drawn, hands on the pommel of their rusty scimitars.
I will bow down on it, and as as I'm down there, I want under my breath to say, the next time we meet, my friend, I am going to turn you into paste.
He, sort of smiles.
Look, told one he bow on my foot. Now back. Next time, you no come here. You speak like that. You no shopping. We shot you, okay?
He looks like a little bit worried, Nox, but puts on a brave face for all of his goblin companions.
Now, capiche, you go.
Can I buy bullets?
You want shopping, you go shopping in marketplace. We are busy here, must keep building. Sam busy man now these days, no time for you.
It's been like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Sam, could you release Gom?
Yes, you take it. Me no want.
I'm gonna come down here and try and go down this passageway.
The goblins stop you.
Do you have a key?
Key.
Wait up, Nox, just give Scamper a chance, please.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, don't interrupt her when she's trying to do something. So, there's, he sort of looks around.
Key. Me thinks yuck. I dropped something. Let me check.
And he's got this, like, pouch on him. It's, like, matted with blood.
This one, I think.
And he just, like, throws it along the ground towards you, Scam. It's just a little iron key.
Pick it up.
It looks like it would fit the cage. And Glom excitedly, like, sort of has a big smile on her face.
Oh, you free me, you free me, you free me.
Yep, you're free.
And when you unlock her, she jumps out and, like, hugs your leg.
Oh, you're very good. You're very good. You let me free. Me can show you. Me can show you this level. Where you want to go? Level 3? Me know the way.
Well, I'm not sure where we want to go yet. Could you wait and I'll ask everybody who I'm with and see if maybe they want to go to level 3 or somewhere else?
Glum is hungry. You have food?
I'll give her a ration.
Okay, me wait here. Me had some fun anyway.
She looks up at Yuck in the cage, rubs her hands together. Meanwhile, Nox, you move up to these goblins and they very purposefully stand in the way to block your path.
This no you. No come here.
Oh, no. We are friends with Sam. He just told us we need to come down here to inspect the work.
And, like, Sam can, like, see you, Nox. Are you trying to say that discreetly?
Yes, I'll try to say it discreetly.
Alright, make a deception check. Alright, the goblin looks at you with a weird sort of look on his face, trying to discern whether you're telling the truth or lying. And then they draw their scimitars.
You go back. Now.
Both of them point their scimitars towards you.
Alright. No need to get feisty. I'll just back up politely.
They yell something at you in Goblinoid. And you can tell the tension here is definitely raised a little bit. A lot of the goblins are starting to look at you with a bit of a sour expression on their face, Nox. You are getting the impression that they're just looking for an excuse to attack at this stage.
Can I go through?
No. I didn't let anyone through. They're guarding
Can I
this
ask the knights
hallway.
Nox,
Sam gets up off his throne.
You are long ears. You got your circlet. Now, you are no welcome. You are annoying us. You're being lying, trying to get to Sam's treasure. Now you go.
Oh, okay.
And you guys are basically kicked out at this stage.
I didn't know what it was. I just wanted to know what it was.
You don't
As
think
we're being
it's
kicked
you don't
out,
think you're the reason why, Pavel.
As we get kicked out, I want to nudge Roland and be like, "Oh, Sam's treasure.
Nox, you're very good at getting people to be annoyed with you.
Well, look, it's a special talent, and not everyone can."
As we're being kicked out, can I yell for Gum? Like, Gum, come here! Come here!
Come here.
We
I
have to
asked
leave.
this-
Come with us, please.
Yes, you have good food. Of course, me coming.
And she's just talking to you as you're leaving, Scamp.
So,
Which way is it again?
do you like baby?
This way. Somewhere around here.
There is the goblins direct you to the south here.
Oh, over there.
That way,
Sorry
yeah.
about
That's where they direct you guys.
Okay.
Certain types of baby, maybe, but not human baby or furbog baby or tiefling baby. Maybe more like chicken baby, still an egg.
Oh. Me like human baby. Come.
I'll wave goodbye to my adoring fans as I leave.
Alright. They're like they look like they're crying. They've got like handkerchiefs and waving them at you.
Goodbye. Come back.
Oh, maybe. Probably not.
I tell this goblin, ammunition, good sir.
They're not going to trade with you at the moment. You guys are kicked out.
Once we get out of the main area where the goblins are, I'll explain to the rest of the party that Gum can show us around level 2, possibly to level 3, or if there's anywhere else on level 2 we wanted to go. She knows her way around.
Glom smiles at you all.
Me Glom.
That's excellent. Thank you, Gum.
I wanted ammunition.
Oh, do you know we have a guide for level 2? We have a map of level 3. Why do people make such a big deal about this place? It's so easy.
No, Gum, the first question that I have is, do you know where traps and such things are?
Me know where is safe. Me know where is Xanathar. And me know where is bad place and good place. And me know where is level 3.
Just because I'm got a slight bone to pick with them, tell me, where is this Xanathar?
Oh, up that way.
And as you come to this intersection, you notice the walls are carved with frescoes. They depict shield dwarves at work. And as you travel through, it's almost as if the frescoes are alive and moving as you move. And Roland, you could swear that one of the dwarf carvings actually wink at you as you go by.
Oh, that is interesting.
Glom takes out a little piece of chalk.
Look at this.
And then she just draws like a funny face on one of the dwarves. that make him look like he's poking out his tongue. So at this four-way intersection, Glom sort of stops as if she's like a tour guide or something.
Okay, welcome to our level 2 of Undermountain. And this way we have Zenithar.
And she points to the north.
And this way we have level 3s. And we never be this ways. Yes. You got food?
And looks up at you, Brew.
Oh yeah, Granny's got some snackies here.
And I'll give her a ration.
Brew, I must say it is very disconcerting to see you as an old woman. Do you think that maybe you can remove the crown now?
Come give Granny a hug.
Oh, no, Brew. I know that you're sticky, and I would rather not.
Give Granny a kiss.
No.
Okay, I'll try to remove the crown.
All right. The second you remove it, you just transform back into your former self.
That's much better.
There's something less frightening by the sweaty, rotund man than the haggard woman that you know is a rotund man.
Well, that
All right,
what is the little old lady doing down here in Undermountain? I mean, she must be very
Bro,
crazy.
I would suggest that you either tuck that away for safekeeping, or I would think that someone like Roland could potentially use it as a very easy infiltration device.
Yeah, I'll pass it to Roland. I'll offer it to you, Roland. Yeah, you want this?
Oh, well, I'll take it for now. But we'll give it to whoever needs it in the moment, and I'll just I'll put it in the bag of holding for now.
You might want to prestidigitate it, because I kind of stank it up.
I did that as you were handing it to me.
Good habit.
Glomma just shoves the rations in her pack. She looks like she's definitely eaten her fair share already for this morning. And you guys feel that it's sort of that time in between morning and noon at the moment. So Xanathar to the north, Glom says, level 3 to the south, and she doesn't know what is down this way.
When you said you know where some good things are, what in your opinion is a good thing?
Chickens. And baby. And wood. Yes, woods. Mining stuff. That is good. And things that are not bad is good.
Gold?
Well, I do.
Some golds. Yexator find. He tell the goblin to bring back things that we find in here, and he keeps them in treasury.
Oh, maybe we should go there. Treasury.
Oh, we not allowed now. Them smoke will get mad.
Oh, no. I do not care about the snorkel getting mad. To be quite frank, I would like to set the snorkel on fire and watch him burn and do a chicken dance at the same time.
Me too.
Oh, you think maybe Glum can be queen?
If she so desires, I do not care. Like I said, I would, my vote is because I just like killing Xanathar for sport. That's my vote.
I do think it would probably be good to maybe surprise them before they have a chance to surprise us.
Yes, they do have a nasty habit of surprising us.
I think. Wait, yeah, I just had a thought. Tempest favors us to fight the Xanathar.
I'll turn. Cass, I know that you're new, and I guess thank you for sticking with us this far through all of our, again, shenanigans. But what about you? Do you have any sort of have you ever had any sort of relation with the Xanathar Guild?
Cass looks slightly puzzled and shrugs.
No, well, go ahead, Roland.
I was going to explain what the Xanathar Guild was, basically. You know, just a
brief description.
Bad guys underneath Waterdeep, headed up by a beholder, a very crazy beholder.
Who loves a goldfish?
That loves a goldfish, yes.
Not sure that I want to have anything to do with the beholder, honestly.
Well, I don't think you would
we don't right now.
Here.
We pretty much smacked him down one time. He managed to escape on us, but another round or two and we would have beat his sorry little... well, he doesn't really have a butt, does he? No.
Well, to be fair, that was mostly Jarlaxle.
Oh, good point.
Nah, but Cass, what is your vote? What would you like to do?
This is your show at the moment. Until I know a bit more down here, I think I'd rather just follow.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Xanathar it is.
Anybody want to sneak up there first?
Glum puts her hands together.
Okay, thank you very much for traveling with Glum. Glum, travel and have a good day.
And she just starts like heading back.
No. I like wave a ration at her. Don't you want more goodies?
Me not going, Xanathar.
No, you don't have to go to Xanathar, but don't go back. Just wait for us here. We'll be back.
2 rations.
I will pay you 3.
3? Okay. Me can't stay here.
She snatches the ratchets and then pulls out some chalk and just starts drawing all these faces on the frescoes.
Okay, fair enough. I'm holding you to this.
Yes.
5 dragons. If we're not back within the hour, she will be gone.
Oh, that is very possible. But
does anyone need some lighting at all? Those of you that without dark vision, I know Cass can probably see like the entireties of these hallways with devil's sight.
Oh shit.
Yeah, being a warlock is nice.
120 feet.
For some of you, it may be very dark.
I got flame going.
Well, since I have dark vision and I don't rely on a flame, I would kind of try and stealth forward and get a little bit of information before the rest of the party gets there.
Do you want
but we wait here.
You just see this hallway extend into darkness as far as you can see.
A really long hallway, shit.
Do you think she meant that it goes actually to the guild itself? Like, it actually leads to the hideout?
Eventually, Nox, after like 150 feet, you come to a wider corridor. It's 20 feet wide, and if you're stealthing, make a stealth check. You creep up as much as you can, although there's nothing really to conceal you from sight. You can try and stick close to the walls and hope for the shadows to conceal you. It's another very long hallway, and it just goes as far to the east as you can see.
I will try and skirt the wall and be as stealthy as possible.
Okay. Alright, when you reach the next step, Nox, you hear a voice yell out to you. Halt! Coming far from the east in the gloom and darkness. Beyond.
How many eye does Xanathar have?
11.
Good. Come.
As soon as you step there, Nox, you hear something. A bit of a mechanical sound like chains moving, and it comes from the north wall. Suddenly, 4 poison darts shoot out at you in a succession. The first one misses you. The second one hits you. Make a Constitution save. Alright, you feel this dart stick into your flesh. It's shot out from the wall to the north of you. 4 of them at once. One of them hits you and this sharp pain just streams through your blood. You take 1 piercing damage and 5 points of poison damage. And that's 5 damage in total, 6 damage in total. The next dart, it hits you. Make a Constitution save. Right, you take 2 poison and 2 piercing damage, a total of 4 points. And finally, the 4th dart, it also hits you. Make another Constitution save. And you take a total of 5 points of damage, 2 piercing and 3 poisoned. And at this stage, the bugbears start yelling out, "Truda! Truda!" What do you do, Nox?
Oh shit!
It's, the basic options would be to either run or stay. What do you do?
Well, I was gonna say, like, I am going to, yeah, I'll turn it bolt.
Okay. You run, and when you step there, you feel the floor sinking at you. Another 4 darts shoot down at you.
Bad luck, bud.
I'm just gonna roll them all at once. It's 4 darts. 1 is a crit. Alright, you're hit by all 4 of them, Nox. That's 4 Constitution saves.
I'll shield 2 of those.
Okay.
So.
Make 2 Constitution saves. Alright, 2 more darts stick into you. The first one hits you for a meager 3 points of damage. Sorry, 2 points of damage. 1 poison, 1 piercing. The next one is a crit though, and it hits you for 17 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
And what do you do now?
Oh, I skirted across the wall. How did I not see this shit? Or hit it the first time, I guess is a better question. I will... Oh, fuck me. I will slam back, like, grab the vial out of my belt and, like, pop the top and like chug as hard as I can my greater healing potion.
Sure. And are you still running?
Oh yes, I am still running.
Okay. That's 4d4 plus 4 healing. I just realized I actually did the poison damage wrong as well. It's supposed to be 3d6, but I did 3d4.
Oh.
So you got off lucky there, Nox.
Look at Brew. He's been gone an awful long time. I wonder if he's okay.
And
I was
Nox,
just thinking that.
you step on another pressure plate. Let me see if this is going to work now.
Can't win for losing.
Okay.
Do you guys think we should go check on him?
See if this works. Alright, that works.
I think he should be fine.
Nox, I'll let you see all the attack rolls before you decide if you're going to shield or not. I have a little bit of mercy on you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, fuck me.
I don't think... Oh, you might be able to survive
If I
that.
shielded, I'd be down.
You would take 3. That'll be 4, 6, 11.
No.
You would.
Is it just the first number? No.
Yeah, you'd be down. Alright, Nox, you hit the ground unconscious and you're dying. You got just enough around the corner and maybe let out a bit of a gasp that your party members would hear you.
We can hear.
As I go down, can I cast a thaumaturgy? Pardon me, a prestidigitation?
Sure.
Just
I make a bright red light like down the hallway. Like,
Alrighty.
as bright as I can make it.
I see that. Can I start booking it down the hallway to
course.
wherever the light was?
I'm already running. I know my friend needs help.
Oh, Lord. Here we go again.
I may be sad and mad, but I can't let him die.
Oh, wow. Very long hallway.
Oh, God.
I think I'm getting lost.
Alright,
Hey,
you
Nox,
see
you have
the
any-
pressure plate is still like sunk into the ground. Just like a slight depression in the floor. It takes up, well, you can see it clearly when it's depressed. It takes up this area where that T is.
Can we pull him off of the pressure plate and like back and
Sure.
cast Cure Wounds on him?
Okay.
We'll do level 3.
You
As I
get-
shoot, as I like come to consciousness and just do.
when you
How you doing, man?
step off the pressure plate, it just slowly rises back onto the floor, and you hear a couple of chuckles from the darkness of the east.
Wrong way you go, or we kill.
Can't even
Now I'm
see anything.
pissed.
Seb,
Yeah.
can I push down the pressure plate one more time without actually being in there?
What are you using to do that?
I just want to see if like the trap reset and there's other darts in there, or it's just like one dart per like step.
No, I said, what are you using to do that?
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
I hand him the
longsword?
5-foot pole I have.
Sure, I'll do that.
Alright. You push down on it, I presume with all of your strength, and surprisingly the pressure plate doesn't sink.
Alright, fuck it. I go on it.
Okay.
You hear out a voice. The voice call out again.
Back or we start shooting.
Okay. Traps don't work. Okay. Move back off.
And you guys just see a crossbow bolt just land straight at your feet, Pavel, like a warning shot.
If I had my bow, I'd shoot back, but I can't.
Say, come around the corner, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. And Nox just kind of slaps his face a little bit. No. I'm going to kill these motherfuckers. I'm going to eviscerate them. These Montevoze.
Yeah. I mean, don't even know how many there are and how many more traps there are. I mean, it looks like you got. And I'm just the whole time I'm talking, I'm just like picking darts out of Nox. Just like, I mean, look at you.
They know
That's
we're
probably
coming
not the
now
best way to
too.
go.
Are those poisoned? How do you feel?
Does
I mean, there
anyone have a way to throw some light down that way?
Yeah, if I had my bow, I could probably use light cantrip, touch my arrow, and probably fire. Does anyone have crossbow?
Wait, why do you not have your bow?
Because
He can't. He's got the sword still. That sword they hand glued.
I forgot about that.
That's how good I guess that must have been.
Is there a stone we could maybe pick up and throw?
I don't know if they'll reach that far.
Cass, you probably took a quick look down that hallway, and even with a full 120 feet of perfect devil sight, you still don't see the aggressors.
Yeah, they're quite a way down there.
But can anyone use a longbow?
No, Pavel, just let us go. I am so annoyed.
I mean, there was another passage down where we started that went off to the east.
I'm walking away, just kind of in that like defeated but annoyed moment.
I picture you doing the Yosemite Sam and like grumble, like you can't understand anything you're saying.
Oh, in bad French.
Maybe next time you stealth, I could be a spider on your shoulder or something?
You know, I would take anything. I was a little ambitious. I forgot to check for said traps.
We just don't need to leave anyone alone, really.
What the hell?
Alright, you guys retreat for now, and you can just hear Glom sort of humming to herself as you take a different tunnel. This room is quite strange. There are weird carvings all over the walls. These frescoes depict cyclopean cities of black stone with stalactites, stalagmites, and columns, all of this submerged beneath raging seas. And in between these underground city carvings, there are mouths and eyes dripping black mildew. There is a stone slab in the center of the room. The ceiling is 20 feet high, the slab made of solid limestone, and it is topped with a misshapen mound of gold. It looks like it was poured on and has hardened into a slag after cooling. There is a small inscription on the altar. It's written in a strange, sinister-looking language. Abyssal.
I do not know that.
I
Oh.
believe I do. Oh, I don't.
I do. I speak Abyssal. I don't know if I know how to read, though.
Alright.
Yeah, nobody can read this. I can take care of it.
Brew looks at it and it's like this to Brew.
Illiterate.
It's just a bunch of like scribbled. But I'm sure someone could help you translate it, Brew. A gift of flesh willingly given can feed our eternal hunger, is what it says. Just a small inscription in the altar.
Gift of flesh when given.
And Roland, make me a nature check. And you too, Brew. It's just like on the side of the altar. It's on both sides, left and right side.
A what check?
Nature.
Nature.
You too, Brew. And actually, you too, Scam. Alright, Roland, you realize, especially given the area, the dungeon that you're in, the oozes that you've encountered, well, the one ooze you've encountered, in fact, this is not a mound of gold, rather, it's a jelly that has somehow been put in a stasis, an ochre jelly, which is a moving blob born from the abyss. You usually find them inhabiting dungeons. They live only to consume. They can be yellow or green. This one happens to be yellow.
Strange creatures.
Some sort of magic has been used to keep it in this stasis.
I would relate that to the rest of the party.
Huh, well, if it needs a gift of flesh, where's that goblin then? Maybe we could just...
She's actually been helpful. I would rather not feed her to some abyssal creature.
It does
Says
say
it willingly.
willingly given.
Yeah, well, we'd be willing.
I could touch it.
Be careful.
I don't know. Things written in that particular language, probably not the nicest things. I would hazard a guess. Anyway.
No, I'm assuming someone will have to give up something, be it a pinky or an ear, something that you'd rather not have to part with, but you could live without.
I'm rather attached to my pinkies. I need them. Play the guitar.
I'm going to take out something that I completely forgot I had. I'm going to pull out my Wand of Secrets and expend a charge.
You use a charge of the Wand of Secrets, this shockwave goes out, and you don't detect any traps or secret doors. Knocks.
Alright, it was worth a shot.
Is this something here that Pavel is in front
Yeah.
of? Or...
What is this?
There's a wooden door there.
I open it.
Alrighty. Let's take a 10-minute bar break now. And grab a drink, whatnot.
Alright.
We'll continue on soon. I'll see you guys back in 10 minutes.
Alright, see you.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
So I'm an idiot. Granted, I don't put it too far outside the realm of what Nox would do character-wise. I was like, oh yeah, he would just be like, no, fuck it, I'll sneak across. Yeah, whatever. I'm sneaky as fuck. Nope.
Not so much.
I'm
Nox?
actually so.
I'll continue.
What's up,
Sorry
Al?
about that. No,
Oh.
I'll continue. I'll tell you after.
I was actually like, I thought about it when I rounded the corner. I was like, I wonder if I wonder if I should check for traps. And then I was like, it just looks like a blank hallway. No big deal. It's like, all right. Then of course, I've learned my lesson now, though. Fool me once, shame on me.
I could pal around on your shoulder in spider form, because the spider form has dark vision, and my passive perception is pretty high. It might avoid some traps, maybe.
Well, while that is a very good idea, to be fair, I wouldn't want you to waste the wild shape.
I hardly ever use them anyway.
True.
Well, I mean, the wild shape isn't necessarily what the Dream Druid is.
No, it takes an
known
action,
for.
and the shapes that I have access to are like kind of shit. As an example, I think brown bear is not brown bear, black bear. Very important distinction. Is kind of the beefiest I can become, and it's only got 19 hit points.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's why I never transform.
Yep, that maybe even or even like a flying insectoid or something.
Don't have those quite yet.
Right, you
I
can't
get
fly,
those at
can't
8th
you?
level. No,
Yeah.
not until 8th.
Okay. Well then, yeah, maybe that actually is not a bad idea. I had that moment where I was like, oh yeah, I can do this, and then I immediately regretted all of those decisions. You live and learn. I also completely forgot I had the Wand of Secrets. I was like, oh, I've been like, just sitting in my belt, like no big deal.
Yeah, it happens to the best.
Well, let's be fair. Go ahead, Sam.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I always try and wait until people are done talking, but it doesn't always work.
It's hard when you're on something like this where you can't see people's faces.
Yeah.
So you can't see if people are like in the middle of trying to like think of what to say in the middle of a sentence versus actually done with what they were saying. So
that's true.
I understand. It happened. I interrupted accidentally when you were still doing the goblin thing. I didn't mean to. It was
no,
shit.
It's okay. I get it. It happens. I also DM 2 different games using Roll20 and Discord, and it happens all the time with those too. So it's kind of a frequent problem. But I always forget I have greater healing potions.
Well, that I am now out of potions. I think I used the first 2 last session. I had 2 like minor healing potions, and that was the only greater I had. And I was like, cool. I have no potions left. Yes.
I have.
But I mean, like, I think that there's got to be a theme here because what was it? The first level, I ran into the fucking jelly because I just got impatient with everybody.
Yeah.
You
did do that.
So I mean, like, come on, this is all on brand. This is all normal.
It is. Like, if I were being kind of like metagamey, I'd probably insist Scamp always goes first because she has the passive perception that can probably spot things better than other people, but she wouldn't do that. So she's always like hanging out in the back, and I feel kind of bad when you run into shit, but at the same time, it's the character so well.
Well, I mean, like, when passive perception isn't like baseline, I have a 12. I'm like, oh, that's not awful, but I to be fair, I'm probably the sneakiest of the group as far as like stealthing ability. So it's like there's that weird balance between like, well, and I have to use tools so I could potentially disarm things or at least give it a shot.
My passive perception is 19.
Yeah, I know, Scamp. I'm aware. I'm aware how high your passive perception probably is.
Yeah, that's the observer feat, as I took that at level 4, just because that's something that she'd do.
Yeah,
she spends a lot of time like watching people instead of talking.
I think that's amazing. I think that's awesome. It means like, especially in social situations, very little will ever get by you. So
I'm glad Seb uses it, because I didn't ask before I took that, and I had a DM in a game I used it in like 2 years ago that didn't ever use passive perception, and it was like the most frustrating thing.
Oh yeah, it does. It gets pretty frustrating when you take you build your character around being like this super observant person, and then you still like falling into traps and stuff because it's like, well, I mean, you weren't actually looking for it. It's like, I'm always looking.
Well,
that's the point.
You know, so what's really funny is so the game I DM on Mondays, we have a warlock in the group who took on the basically consistently just always detects magic at will.
Mm-hmm.
And she constantly is like, no, I'm always detecting magic. And I looked at her one day and I was just like, so now you're in the Feywild. Your nerves feel like they're on fire from sensory overload.
Overwhelmed.
And she was just like, wait, that happens? I'm like, yes. If you're constantly detecting magic, you're just going to like, it's like a massive flood of adrenaline. You just wouldn't be able to deal with it.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Not bad. Good. Not.
You guys ready to continue?
Yeah. Hey, Scout, did you bring any dirt, perchance?
Scamp?
Scout. Sorry.
You call her Scout?
I believe I did. Sorry, I was looking at character classes over the break. Sorry, Scamp. Did you happen to bring any dirt?
I think the consensus was last time is that she's probably got like a handful somewhere, just because she like sleeps in it at home. But I don't have it in my inventory. But maybe I have like a handful I could gather off of like my clothes and like instead of lint and pockets. She's just got dirt.
I want to plant a bag of beans beside the ochre jelly and see what happens.
What are you doing?
I found this magic item, and I think now is just the perfect time. Tempest tells me that now is the perfect time to use it.
Alrighty, you get a little mound of dirt, just place it here on the ground and squirt your water skin onto it and wait. Wait a short time. And then after a minute, it starts to sprout. So go ahead and roll me a D100.
You might want to step back.
Alright, suddenly...
Right up on it. Sorry, Seb.
No problem. It turns into like a little like mound now, like a volcano. And suddenly starts shooting out eggs that just roll along the ground. They are pretty big, and 7 eggs just roll along the ground now.
Is Tempest okay? It's very strange that he would want this to happen. And these eggs are rather large. I just
I've never seen a seed do that before.
Tempest has
How
a
big
reason.
are you? You say these are fairly large eggs. Are we
Yeah.
talking like softball, or are we talking like small dog?
They're like ostrich eggs. They're about 10 times the size of a chicken egg.
I wonder if there's actually something like inside. Like rather than just, the yolk.
Maybe we should eat one.
Well, don't get me wrong. I am always up for a good omelet, but I mean, do we even know what kind of creatures' eggs they are? Scamp, I mean, you are of the wild. Do you recognize the eggs?
Make a nature check, Scam. Alright, you don't believe that there's any sort of living organism inside these eggs, Scamp. Rather, they were made by magic, and you believe eating it would probably be quite detrimental to your health. And there is also a possibility that you'll just explode if you eat one.
Oh, jeez.
You'll literally just like explode.
I think maybe we save these eggs for the Xanathar Guild members.
I'll just on theory, I want to pick one up and throw it against the wall right here.
Right, you throw it against the wall and it just splatters and like egg white and yolk just runs down the wall. It has like a very sort of bright yellow glow though. The yolk, it's more like almost like a molten glob glowing very brightly, and the white just runs down and slides down the wall there.
Well, that's actually kind of pretty, but
Can I taste it? Taste the egg?
no.
After Scam told you you'll explode if you eat it.
Oh. Like the whole egg? This is just the inside. I thought like if you ate the whole egg.
I think exploding any amount is probably bad. Like, not even a little bit.
Okay, well let's push one into this ochre jelly here and see what happens.
I mean, they're not actually living organisms. I mean, I guess we could.
Can I use produce flame and see if I can scramble the egg on the floor?
Sure. You produce flame and it hardens and turns into scrambled eggs.
Shit's just getting so weird now.
Well, I think I'll just.
Cass
put
is just
one of
thinking,
these-
what the hell are you guys doing?
I forgot the salt, so I'm not gonna eat any.
Can I store it in mess kit for
Sure.
maybe later serving to people who I dislike?
Wow, Scamp's got a nasty stuff.
You get scrambled bruise eggs.
We can
One
serve it
of
with
my
that
sorry.
the keg of poison that I'm carting around.
I just look. I would be like, Pavel, come here, Pavel. And I start picking up the eggs, and I just go like, Pavel, please open the bag of holding.
I open the bag of holding.
And we plop the remaining 6 eggs into the bag of holding. Just in.
Alright. Each egg weighs a surprising 20 pounds. They're very heavy.
Jeez.
Wow.
There are 6. So go ahead and add that, Pavel. 6 brew eggs.
You know, this day has just gotten weirder and weirder. First we depose a lying goblin and then the one that took his place kicked us out, and just all kinds of strange things. And now Brew is growing eggs out of the ground.
I say we go figure out if the goblin was saying the truth about something good down the other hallway. Why not? What else could go wrong?
He said, "I want to open this door."
Oh yes. You drag that door open, and beyond it is a very large chamber. It's conspicuously clean, not a speck of dust or debris laying along the floor.
I immediately look out. Continue.
Make a
Go ahead. No, you first.
perception check, Pavel.
I just want to keep a lookout for any translucent things in front of me. Ooh.
The room looks empty. However, there is indeed floating there, towards the back corner of the room, a crystalline skull hovering about 10 feet in the air.
What the fuck?
Over in this direction. It's about the size of a regular human skull. There is multiple exits to this room as well. And the walls are also carved with frescoes. They depict more of these Cyclopean underground cities.
Hold up, Pavel. Hold up. Roland, do you believe that I should try again with this? And I hold out the wand of secrets.
Well, I mean, what is the range on that thing? This is a rather large room.
It is 30 feet, but I'm thinking, traps. More than trap doors.
How many charges are left?
2, I believe.
Well, I don't suppose it would hurt.
Well, you know what? Let's just do this. And I will step forward 2 steps, and I will kind of try and check for differences in the floor for pressure plates or basically traps.
Make a perception check, Nox. And you're at disadvantage as well. You don't have any light source. Alright, you look through the gloom. Everything's in black and white. And the room's empty. There's no pressure plates or traps or anything like that. Nothing else in the room.
I open this door.
Alright, this door leads to a collapsed hallway. You can see debris just strewn all the way across the floor. But someone has recently bored tunnels through the collapsed sections. You can see it give way to dungeon hallways to the south and east. And there's nothing of interest, just dust and debris all over the ground.
Is this door just a standard wooden door, or?
Yep.
Really? I will attempt the handle.
Alright, you open it up to another dungeon hallway here. It branches off to the north and south.
This floating skull, have I ever seen anything
Alright,
like
everyone,
it before?
stop. Nox, as soon as you step there, suddenly you are engulfed. You
What?
just feel as if you've walked into a pile of goop, and then you realize exactly what is there. There is a 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide gelatinous cube.
Oh.
That's why I saw the crystalline skull.
It's
And-
floating
It was shiny.
because...
Nox, you're automatically engulfed from walking into it. And
Whoa.
everyone is surprised as well. If you had
so well on initiative.
if you
Look
had
at that.
stepped a little bit closer, Scamp, just before you walked into it, you might have seen it. So Nox, you because you're engulfed by this cube, you can't breathe, and you will take acid damage at the start of its turn. You're also restrained. and it is completely clean. There's no like object stuck in this gelatinous cube, obviously. And here's just a handout of what it looks like for Cass. The party have fought one of these before. Alright, so you guys are going to be surprised because it's completely undiscernible. So Nox, while you're inside it, you take acid damage as you're being dissolved, basically. It is quite a lot. Let me just roll it up and I'll show you the effects as well. Being engulfed. Alright, you take 20 points of acid damage.
I'm down. I can't. Yeah.
Alright, you are unconscious. And you also can't breathe, so you're not going to be able to survive in there for very long. Someone can try and rip you out. You need to make a death save. That is a success. Nice. Scamp.
I'm going to try and pull Nox out.
Okay, make a athletics check. Alright, you managed to pull him out, and the jelly just seals up behind him as you rip him out. And I think you actually take damage from that. Let me just double check. Alright, yep, your hands are burnt, Scamp. You take 13 points of acid damage from doing that.
Ow.
Jeez.
And it's like making this disgusting noise. And it's like spraying like acid all over you guys as well. Just most of it's dropping on the ground though.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use 2 of my Fate Energy die to heal Nox.
Nox, you come back into consciousness. You're not restrained anymore, and you now see this quivering 30-foot high cube hovering over you.
You get 2 temporary hit points on top of the 6 healed, and then I'm going to use the last 10 feet of my movement to move back.
As you move back, it spits at you with a pseudopod, Scamp.
Uh-oh.
It lands on you for 8 acid damage with an opportunity attack. Roland.
Alright, I mean, even though it already used its opportunity attack, I'll bonus action Mantle of Inspiration. Everyone might want to move away now. So I can only give out 4, but Cass is already way back here. So the temporary hit points will be for these 4 and can move as their reaction.
That's 8 temporary hit points, right?
That is correct.
Right. And does anyone want to move?
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, I am so moving.
Well,
Which, I mean, you have to get up, so that kind of sucks.
no, you know what? Okay, I just stay back here where I was, Sub. I think I was here or here.
Okay.
It's here.
15.
I'm not gonna move.
And as Nox comes running by, it just goes like, "Oh, why? Why this is always me?"
It is always you, at least it seems that way, and Roland remembers that his vicious mockery does nothing to these things because they don't. There's no way to do it to them. So shit. There's really only one thing I can do, and I'm almost getting tired of using it. But I'll put a shatter out in the middle of this thing.
Alrighty.
Just second level. Oh, what a crappy roll.
There's a mini explosion. A little chunk of the ooze is ripped off of it. 3 thunder damage.
It's like watching a deep sea charge go off. It's just
And I'll use my movement to back away. End your turn.
Brew.
Well, Tempest demands a fight, so I'll go up and use. As I recall, I think these things are all acidy on your weapons too. So I will use a javelin and just poke at it.
Okay.
They're not. You're thinking about gray ooze.
Yeah, these things
Am I?
they don't splash at you when you attack them. Only if you stick your arms into them.
Anything fleshy.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go ahead and war pick at this thing, recklessly, of course.
Of course. There we go.
That hits for 10 piercing damage. And
Oh,
that
dear.
hits. And 8 hits.
Wow! Wow!
You'd be hard pressed trying to actually miss this thing. It's massive.
It's very large.
For another 5.
Okay.
Probably pretty slow too.
Right, and then I will move back. I think I used 15 to get there. Well, actually, I'll go like here. There.
Okay. Pavel.
Alright, if I move. Can I hit him from here? No, right?
Yeah. He takes up like these corner squares.
Okay. I'm gonna slash at him with my long sword, two-handed.
It's
Yeah, you do.
a crit.
Wow.
19 slashing damage. You just tear into it, Pavel, and a big chunk of it just slides off and dissolves into blue ooze on the ground. And now it's sort of it's got this perfect slice angled towards the side of it.
Slash at it again.
That hits for another 4 slashing damage.
Hold up. I'm gonna use my action surge and slash at it 2 more times.
Alrighty. That hits for 4 slashing damage. And that hits for 9.
I'm then gonna run away. Right here.
Alright,
I'm
Cass.
gonna go ahead and launch an Eldritch Blast at it.
Nice.
That hits for 9 force damage.
How deep does that penetrate into it?
It cuts straight through it and comes out the other side.
Oh, really? Then I'm gonna aim at the skull for the second one.
That hits
Ooh.
for 1 force damage. The beam contacts the skull and is sort of dissolved around it as if the skull was impervious to it.
Okay.
The cube is making this horrific squelching sound. And it moves 10 feet, rolling along the ground, leaving a viscous trail of slime. And then it lurches forward and tries to engulf Nox and Brew. Each of you make dex saves. You should have advantage, Brew.
Ooh.
You guys are both engulfed by it. It just rolls over you and you're stuck. You each become restrained and you take 10 points of acid damage. Also, you can't breathe. You'll survive inside the cube for a number of rounds equal to your constitution modifier. I think it's 1 plus your constitution modifier. And that's its turn. Actually, it just moves another 5 feet as well, taking you guys with it. Nox, you're restrained, but that doesn't mean you can't attack. Or you can try and break out with a strength check.
Oh, shit. Yeah, my -1 strength, sure. No, Nox is panicking, and Nox is just going to throw out a lightning bolt because fuck this dude.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay, level 3 spell.
You guys just see this. Nox forms this little lightning bolt in his hand and it grows and shoots straight up. You see it rip up through the top of the cube and strike the ceiling, and suddenly the ooze just sort of melts over to one side and just dissolves until it's nothing more than a translucent white substance that just seeps into the floor. And the crystalline skull drops onto the ground, bounces a couple of times, and rolls to a stop.
You guys
Ruin,
okay?
Nox, you guys are just expelled onto the ground.
Pavel, do I look okay?
Well, no, but I mean, yeah.
He slimed me.
Going to cure wounds at 2nd level on Nox.
Good roll. Nox, you just have a propensity to walk into those things, don't you?
Look, just like my mother, I do not have great eyesight. So,
Well, if you want,
Madam
we can look at the
Scamp.
crystal skull.
Madam Scamp, thank you so much. The healing is much needed. And I snap my fingers to prestidigitate all the slime off of my body.
I wouldn't want you to die down here. I mean, I would prefer maybe not walking into the cubes, but we have to find him some way, I guess.
Well, very true, very true. And I too would not like to just randomly walk into them, but you know, je ne sais quoi.
Where's that pole? Get your pole out.
my 5-foot pole because the 10-foot pole got cut in half.
Yeah.
What have you found, Pavel?
The thing that dropped, crystal skull.
Alright, it
I'd like to examine it.
seems to be sheathed in this, like it looks like an actual human skull sheathed in this crystalline glass, making it impervious to the acid. And, as far as you can tell, it definitely is magical.
I'd rather not attune to it, but if I can, I'd like to identify it later on.
Sure. You can always attune to any strange black heart that you find without identifying it first, though.
Let's throw that in the bag and we'll identify it the next time we rest.
Alright, I'll put it in my bag.
75 XP each from that cube as well.
And Cass, I saw what spell was that you cast? That was impressive.
Just a simple cantrip, I know.
Oh, just a cantrip. Huh. Wish I had a cantrip that could do that.
Alright, on to the adventure.
So we have many doors in this chamber. Which one should we go to?
I want to go this one. Open the door.
I've
Alright. Let's have a look, yeah.
Sorry about that, Nox. Don't worry.
Alright. Scamp, Nox, Brew, and Pavel. Each of you make a strength save.
Oh no.
Pavel, I hate you right now.
You open this door, Pavel. It's got a 20-foot high ceiling, and it is filled with 24,000 cubic feet of water. It just floods out.
Whoa!
Oh God!
Oh, good lord!
And Scamp and Nox, you guys are thrown to the ground prone, and each take 2 bludgeoning damage. Pavel and Brew, you probably don't even realize what's happening. Pavel, you just remain standing as you cling onto the door frame.
It's the first shower Brew's had in a while.
And
To be
I
fair,
was
Scamp
really
too.
still. Scamp too.
What happened again?
your record for going unwashed has just been broken. Sorry. So you find yourselves now standing in like a couple of feet of water.
A couple of feet?
For a time until it just slowly starts to seep down, and then it's just a couple of inches tall, like just above your boot line. And there is a few things that it is sort of swept out with this water, and the water itself is absolutely putrid. It just it is horrible. It smells and it's murky, and there is like a dead body is just washed out with it.
Ugh.
Bilge
God.
water. Oh, body. Better loot that.
I'd rather not touch it.
I'll go poke it.
I'll go inside to look at the stuff.
All right,
I just walk
Brew.
up to.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I walk up to Pavel and smack him on the back of the head and be like, "What are you doing?"
Opening doors, man. Sorry.
Alrighty, this guy, Brew, he is human, and he wears these dark robes. He has a long beard and long grey hair, suggests that he was a wizard type, and he is completely dead. His skin is rotten and waterlogged. He doesn't have anything of value on him. And Pavel, you go and inspect the room. There is more waterlogged furniture here. Books, tables and chairs. The wood has swollen up, and there are a few puddles still remaining here. The water seemed like it was salt water as well, so it sort of has corroded things, and there is a glass wand that is still intact. It could be used as an arcane focus. They're worth 25 GP as well.
I need a new arcane focus in this.
And there is a heap of books. They're all completely waterlogged, destroyed by the water. And there is even a spell book, but all of the ink has long since been washed away. And you would liken this to a laboratory.
My question is, I'd like to look around to what caused this.
Yeah, same. I'd like to see if I can see where the water came from.
You can make a perception check.
Okay.
Look around the room. You see only smooth walls, and the roof is also smooth stone. There is no faucet or pipes or anything in the room indicating that water could be introduced into this chamber. You will then probably think that it's being put here magically.
Maybe a magic experiment gone awry?
Maybe a magic bottle of water? I look at the bottles. to see if any of them are magic.
They're just all. They've just completely smashed Pavel. They're,
Roland is just casting prestidigitation like right under his nose. Why does everything stink down here? Oh.
I would like to investigate the body.
Alright, it's being searched. It's just a dead human male wizard with nothing of value on it.
Oh, he does have speak with dead.
Well, sometimes it's all about the quality of conversation, not necessarily what they have to say. But, I do not tell people how to use their magic.
I think you misunderstood my statement. Probably a little bit more sarcasm in there than I should have had with you.
Oh, no. I got it. I was giving some back in, playful banter.
I didn't know. I thought it was real. I'm not gonna open doors anymore. I feel like Nox is gonna be mad at me again. Brew, you open it.
I open the door.
I'm quickly
can
learning to stand back with this group.
I was about to say, or you can check the door.
You guys
Hiding around the corner.
I don't
are
get to it with
surprised.
What?
Yeah.
As
Is
you
it
open the
another
door, a couple of bugbears just jump out and they move as quiet as a cat. They move in to whack you with their Morningstar brew.
Time for revenge.
This is the first thing you see. You basically open the door and you just meet a Morningstar with your face. Or maybe. They completely destroyed you guys with their stealth checks.
How have we not learned to check doors before we open them?
Because you have two people that just open door.
Bugbear's just charging. One of them pushes past you, Brew, and runs in and actually swings at Pavel.
Ooh.
It misses. The next bugbear, he just sort of rolls around from behind the corner and carrying this massive piece of wood in his hand, riddled with rusty bits of copper and iron nails. He takes a swing at you, Brew, and
There's a lot of them.
he is going to be able to try and hide here. They were all hiding before, so I'm going to make his individual stealth check. A 12. You catch a glimpse of him as he pops out, Brew, so he doesn't have advantage on this.
I see you.
Ooh.
This is going to hurt because when bugbears attack surprise creatures, they do an extra 2d6 damage.
Ooh.
You are hit for 31 points of damage, Brew.
Jesus.
Oh, wait, I did that wrong.
You see a circle burnt into the bugbear's fur on his chest with 10 equidistant lines radiating out of it.
Oh. Xanathar.
Another bugbear runs
These are the apples
forward.
at the end of the tunnel.
He moves up to here and attacks you, Brew. You won't be able to try and hide. 11 misses, and cast your surprised. A bugbear moves up and hunks a javelin at you, Brew. It misses. Knocks your surprised. Bugbears start pushing forward, and this one moves 5, 15, 20, 25, and you're not able to react to Brew. You haven't had your turn yet. He actually fans around and attacks you, Pavel. And then moves behind the wall. That misses. Another bugbear runs in. Moves up to here for 15 feet and attacks you, Brew. That misses. This bugbear moves 10, 20, 30, 35. Dashes around the corner and knocks. And he actually provokes from you, Pavel.
Oh, thank God. Longsword, one-handed. Wait, can I do a two-handed attack with longsword, or
Sure
was it
can.
one-handed?
You can do it two-handed.
Yes.
That hits. He tries to bring up this hefty plank of wood that he's using for a shield, but you go under it and stab him for 7 damage. Another bugbear runs in. He moves up and hunks a javelin at you, Pavel. And it hits you for 4 piercing damage. Another bugbear runs forward. He moves 5, 15, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He charges up to you, Roland, using the dash action. And finally, another bugbear moves in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He moves in to encircle Pavel. Alright. You guys are all no longer surprised. This bugbear here, as they surround you, they just start whacking and whacking and whacking Brew. He swings and he clobbers you for 16 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Another one swings at you. And he misses. Another one swings at you. He also misses. Kaz, you're up.
I'm going to use my action to conjure my glaive, and I'm going to move a little bit. That is all I'm doing this turn.
Cool.
Alright, how does that appear when you summon it, Kaz?
It's a shadowy glaive, probably about 7-8 feet long. I've got a picture of it somewhere.
Cool. Pavel.
All right, quick question, Seb. If they were to cast, if you were to cast Shatter, and just so happen a bag of holding was nearby, would it destroy the bag of holding?
No, you don't damage objects that are being carried or worn during combat.
Okay, thank God. So first of all, I tell them cast Shatter. Also, second question: can I force feed a potion to someone?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for some reason, I have 2 healing potions. I don't know. I know one of them was Caden's a long time ago. So I'd like to use one and just pour it down Bruce's throat.
Okay, it's 2d4 plus 2 healing.
You want me to roll it, or you want to roll it?
You roll it. Whoever administers, I usually say. And roll
Okay
it.
then.
Thanks, buddy.
So 2d4.
Yep.
Okay. Plus 4. 2d4 plus.
2d4 plus 2 for a regular healing
Plus.
potion.
Thank you. It's something. Hopefully Shatter isn't that bad. And that's all I'm it, because I can't do much else. Just want my friend to live, just in case it cast Shatter.
I'm going to.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm gonna bonus action Mantle of Inspiration again. Get the hell out of there, guys!
Okay, never mind, I guess. Alright, plus 8.
Alright, so 8 temp hit points for who?
Well, these two. Well, I think it'll top Pavel off. And then Brew will get all 8 back. I don't know if Nox used his temp hit points yet or not.
Pretty sure he has.
These 2 mutton heads up here. Hey, doors. So we do not draw opportunity attacks.
You do not.
Yeah,
correct.
no.
You can just move.
Wow, that is such a great ability.
I know.
And then the other. We'll
Are you moving, Brew?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course he is.
10 right there.
And then the I'll give the last one to Cass, because I see him drawing a glaive from somewhere, and he might need it. for something.
You get 8 temp hit points, Cass, and if you like, you can actually put them on your current hit points if you want to keep track of it, basically because it comes off first, or you can use the temp hit point box if you like.
Okay, thank you.
And if you want to move, you can move by using your reaction. You won't provoke opportunity attacks.
Are you gonna move down, Pavel?
Nah, I think the shatter would be pretty good. I'll be out of the range. I still gotta do combat.
Well, I'm not gonna use shatter.
Just think.
So, it's a 30-foot cube. If I put a corner right here, would it go like in here too, or how would that work? So for hypnotic pattern.
I'll show you. Let's get the template out. So this is a 30-foot cube, so a 6x6 template, but you need to fill in the corners as well. When you click it, you'll see like that little blue box appear around it. That'll
Yep.
It'll enter that area. So it's like the center point. So wherever you center it is where.
I think I can center it right there and get all those bugbears.
Yep, every single one of them would be affected.
Okay, and that's what I do. I play a very charming melody on the guitar.
Alrighty. A
save is 15.
Swirl of colors and lights appear like a little sheet on the roof, and it catches the bugbear's gaze. You say DC 15?
It's 15, yeah.
Okay. And they look up. Some of them, maybe all of them, stare at it, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of them succeed the save, and that'll be actually the 4 closest ones. The rest of them, they have their eyes gazed over. They are incapacitated. I'm just giving them the charmed icon to keep track of which ones, and their speed is reduced to 0. They just gaze there. If you attack them, they take damage, or someone uses their action to shake them awake, they'll be broken from their stupor.
So even if I like using that just because even if one of the other bugbears wants to wake them up, they have to waste their action to do it. So, and I'm not going to try to move away from this bugbear because I don't have a disengage action. So that's my turn.
This bugbear just stares up at the roof, still, even after the swirling pattern has disappeared. Nox.
Oh yeah. Classic favorite. I'm gonna grab my runic rod, stick it out, and then put my hands up and be like, "Thank you, Roland," and cast Shatter centered on this little square between the bugbears. So on this square, over one, so it grabs this guy. There you go. Yeah, we'll do that. And so
Alright, you let loose a shatter there. There's an explosion in the air. You hear a loud bang.
Pretty good roll.
That's a Constitution save. DC 15 for 16 points of thunder damage. And they all fail, taking 16 thunder damage.
And I will burn 2. No, you know what? Actually, I will burn 1 sorcery point to firebolt the one on the far left that's most injured.
Okay. That actually misses him.
Oh, okay. Well then, fine. Be that way.
Brings up his shield and just manages to block it. Alright, this bugbear, he's injured, and he didn't like that shadow. So he runs at you, knocks, "Rah!" roaring, and he heaves his morning star at you. It misses. Bugbear is incapacitated. This bugbear, he moves in to attack Brew, swinging with his morning star, and misses.
Bring it.
And this bugbear attacks you, Roland,
Yep.
roaring in your face, swings
Aha,
into the
miss.
air, and he stays there. Scamp.
And let's see. Let's just do a produce flame at the one above Brew there.
That hits. Alright, as he's roaring at Brew's face, you just lob the fire into his mouth and he swallows it, and then he emulates. Just falls to the ground.
Nice.
That'll be it for now.
This bugbear sees the situation and sees all the other bugbears like just lollygagging around, so he moves here and just grabs him by the shoulders. Arr! Yells out, uses his action to shake him awake, and then he like hovels on down to Roland. Brew.
Well, I think this kind of makes me angry, so I'm going to go ahead and rage. And what, all these guys down here, like right here, they're all not staring at the pretty lights?
Yeah, only the ones with a little love heart icon are the ones. I don't even know if you could see them actually. Brew. They're all fine,
Well,
these ones.
Yeah. You're supposed to look at the lights. I will run over here and recklessly attack that one right there.
Alrighty. That hits. Alright, you just jam the pickaxe into its neck, pull it out, and big spray of blood fountains into the air, and the bugbear grabs his neck and sinks to the floor.
Right, and I'll settle on in here. Or wait, oh, I might be in the way. No, okay. And then I'll swing again recklessly at the one right above to the immediate north.
That hits. For 10 damage. This bugbear, he does the same as his companion. He moves forward and shakes him awake, and then he runs into the fight, moving up to Pavel. And they start shaking themselves awake.
Yeah.
And this guy runs up to Scamp. And this bugbear also shakes his buddy awake. And then he runs into corner Pavel. Cass.
Alright, if you guys lose sight, don't panic, just run. I'm gonna cast Darkness.
Okay. Darkness, I'll give you the template for it, and you can put it where you need to.
So I'm actually going to cast it on the trinket I'm wearing around my neck, and it's going to move with me.
Okay. I'll give you the access to the template, and it'll be like just centered on your token. There we go. 15-foot radius sphere.
Okay, and then I'm moving over to here.
Okay, actually, I just realized my darkness template's a little bit small. It should be
Ooh.
That's
Should be about
one
that.
square too big.
It's
I guess
It-
it's
the
it's
radius,
right.
I mean,
Yeah, it's right. It's not an exact template, but it's a 15-foot radius anyway. So
okay. So Roland's still out of it then.
yep, it's basically I'll show you the fireball template. It should be like a mini fireball template. Basically, it doesn't fill in corners per se. It would be like, whoops. Oh, it's glitching out. It'll be like,
Squared edges.
yeah, it'll be like that area. Oh, let me move the dark. It'll be like that area basically. Sort of.
Okay. That's all I can move, so that's the end of my turn for now.
Pavel.
So all of a sudden there's darkness around me.
Yep, the area is heavily obscured.
Ooh. Okay, so attack.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
You have disadvantage to attack, but you also have advantage because they can't see in the darkness either. They don't
So
know
it's
where
a
the
normal
attack is
attack.
coming from. Yeah, it cancels each other out.
Gotcha. Alright, I'm gonna attack this bugbear. Longsword. No,
It's a miss.
attacking him again.
That's another miss.
No. Damn, they have OKC.
Roland.
So the two bugbears in front of me are inside of the darkness.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see any bugbears, so I can't really do anything. So.
You could like attack them or something with a rapier or
I go to pull the rapier out of the sheath, and there's just nothing there. It's just a hilt. So I
Faux pure.
so I just put the rapier back, and I'll go down here, and I'll prepare a vicious mockery for when I see a bugbear.
Alright, you will lose your concentration if you prepare a spell.
Well,
ready
there's
to
only
spell.
one guy. There's only one guy left anyway, so
Okay.
I'll go ahead and do that. And that's my turn.
Alrighty,
He would've
the
woken up anyway.
bugbears run into the gloom, and you have Devil Sight cast, so you can see him clearly. So he attacks you with disadvantage. But he still hits for 15 piercing damage. When you take the damage as well, it'll automatically make you a concentration save. Or you can do it manually. But it will make it for you with the API. You maintain concentration. And the bugbear ends his turn there. Nox.
So, not knowing what was going to happen, I was going to cast Shatter based on this right here. Like I had been holding.
Shadow, I don't think it requires sight. I think it's
I
just
don't. I think you just.
a point
you
within
can
range.
Yeah.
Yep, a point of choice within range.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this guy. I don't know what the darkness is.
It's something you can't see through. Where are you putting it?
There's a square right next to Cass, actually. It should hit all. It will hit Pavel, but it hits all the bugbears in this like general area.
Which square are you centering it? That square there. Okay.
Because if it's a 10-foot radius,
Alright, it'll hit 4 bugbears. And it will miss Pavel but hit Cass. So Cass, make a constitution save.
Alright, so how would you like me to do that?
A constitution save, you make it as normal. It's just concentration checks. The API will just make it automatically for you.
I'm not sure how to get to that. I'm not sure what you mean.
So on your character sheet, you'll see your saving throws, and you'll see Constitution. Just click that, and that will be a Constitution save.
Okay.
All right, you fail, and you take 12 points of thunder damage. And the bugbears also fail. You maintain concentration, Cass, and you just feel a tremendous force just hit you, and you see, Cass, one bugbear sink to the ground, and Nox, you hear another bugbear fall to the ground close to you.
and I'm going to then come over here by Scamp.
I think I'm in the darkness.
You're not on in the darkness there. All right, this is a dead bugbear. Another bugbear runs into the darkness. He moves up and going to attack you, Cass, at disadvantage. A 12 will miss. Just as well he can't see you.
I'll save.
But
That's 2 crits he's avoided.
there is another bugbear that comes up and swings at you. And a 14 just misses. This bugbear, he runs at you, Roland. You can use your reaction.
Yep. Oh, vicious mockery him. Don't really have anything for this at the moment.
He fails. He swings at you, and a 14 still hits you.
Yeah, it still hits.
For 16 piercing damage. He just runs out of the darkness and pummels you with the morning star.
It's because I didn't have a witty.
It wasn't witty enough.
I didn't have a witty mock for him. That's why that happened.
Scamp.
I'm going to step away from where the bugbear was.
He can't opportunity attack you.
And I can see the bugbear that's on Roland, right?
Yes.
I'm going to produce flame at him.
That hits. With 13 fire damage.
Nice.
Brr.
Yeah. I will smack this bugbear that's immediately down here. All rage-like and recklessly.
Do you want to move out of the darkness first?
Yes, I would, and I would also like to click the right thing instead of improvised weapon.
Alright, I'll take the 16. That hits him.
Cool. So just ignore this attack roll. I'm just going to get the damage thing up there.
Sure.
Same thing.
Alright.
Oh crap! There should be a divine fury on there too.
No problem.
Another.
Alright, Brew just steps out of the darkness behind this bugbear rolling as the bugbear's holding his arms up to take another swing at you, and suddenly this glowing war pick just splits the bugbear's head open. He falls to the ground dead.
Timely intervention, Brew. Thank you.
Yes, Tempest is pleased. And then I will sojourn on back, I guess, into the darkness there. Whoops, not that way. Sorry, my screen just scrolled on me. Up to the one that's, like, the ones that are near Cass.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wade back in there.
There?
Yes, thank you. And swing away at the one that's right in front of me there.
A 9 misses. You do not have advantage for that.
Yeah, but once I'm reckless, I'm always reckless, I think, on a round.
Yeah, but you don't have advantage because
right. Sorry, you just said that.
you're in the darkness.
Duh.
Your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yes, it took me a while for the sentence to process. Sorry.
Alright, this bugbear is dead. I'm just gonna move these dead ones out of the way. This bugbear is going to run at Scamp, provoking from Cass. You want to make an opportunity attack? A 25 hits.
Yes.
You have advantage. You slash him for 6 points of damage. And he swings at you, Scamp. He misses. This bugbear returns the attack at you, Pavel. 19 hits you for 10 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Just feel something thud you from the darkness. Cass.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and move back up to here. And then I'm gonna hit this guy with Booming Blade.
Actually, those bugbears, sorry, they're actually blocking the way. You can't go past them. You couldn't see because of the darkness. So. Booming Blade has a range of 5 feet, so you'll need to do it within 5 feet.
I think Booming Blade was melee, wasn't it?
It has a range. It's a melee attack, but it has a range of 5 feet.
Oh, well that's... crap. Alright, well I will not be using that then, I'm just attacking.
Okay.
Reach weapon.
A 12 misses. You can still move, and you could have moved in and done Booming Blade because they won't be able to opportunity attack you in the darkness. They can't opportunity attack if they see. But a 12's a miss anyway. Do you have a bonus action or any movement?
No. I don't know why this isn't working. I just clicked it, it won't let me enter.
GOT.
I got it. Pavel.
Alright, I'm just slashed at the bugbear in front of me. Oh.
10 misses.
Oh.
And so does a 12. Roland.
Let's see. Okay, so he moved the darkness, so I can kind of see a little better here. I'm going to viciously mock the one in front of Scamp. You know better than a goblin, are you?
He makes a saving throw.
See, that's why I don't like coming up with the stuff sometimes, because they just make the save and it's like, oh, I guess it fell flat. It just didn't work at all.
You just feel dejected.
Yeah, it's just like, oh. And just because Scamp's looking a little hurt, I'm gonna bonus action healing word for Scamp. Just a level 1.
Thank you.
That, and you have a bugbear in your face, so. Step and turn.
Alright, this bugbear is going to keep trying to chase you down, Cass. He runs up and he takes a swing. It's a miss. Knocks.
Alright, I'm going to reach out and shocking grasp the one in front of Scamp.
12 misses.
Sons of bitches. Alright. Fuck. Okay. Yep.
This bugbear stays engaged with you, Brew. He moves around a little bit, getting out of the darkness, and then he swings. And he hits you for 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
This bugbear continues chasing down Cass as well.
Oh, they like me.
He misses. This guy is dead. So it's Scamp's turn.
I'm going to wild shape into a wolf.
Okay.
Cool.
Wolf.
Hey, don't use it that often.
I don't. But I don't want to waste spells on furbolgs. They're not furbolgs. We're not fighting furbolgs.
Furbolgs. We're fighting furbolgs. Furbolgs.
Oh,
Could you imagine what that would look like? A fight against a whole bunch of furbolgs.
That'd be much scarier than fighting a bunch of bugbears.
That is my action, so that's where I get to end turn.
Brew. Hey there, Brew. Did we lose him?
He's still in the game.
Brew.
He would just hit the thing next to him, so.
Are you there, Brew?
Sorry, I'm here. Sorry. I'm having connection trouble.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll swing at this guy right here.
Yeah, it's your turn. Do you want to... I think you're actually outside the darkness there. Yeah, you're good. A 13 misses. And a 21 hits. For 18 points of damage.
Alright.
Alright, this bugbear sees you transform into a wolf Scamp and then gives you a strange look, roars, and then points at Nox. Ha ha! Your magic's not work! Thinking that you turned her into the wolf. And then he swings at you, Nox. And he crits you
No, sorry.
for 22 piercing damage.
Oh god! Wait.
Oh,
You know, I'm not gonna say anything.
That's hilarious.
It's terrible.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
As I was like thinking about it, and I see see it coming down, I just look at Scamp at the crudgel of bugbear, like whatever weapon hits me and like breaks me down to the floor a little bit.
This is at you, Pavel. It's another crit. 21 piercing damage. He just stomps his foot on the ground as he brings the Morningstar down on you with every muscle that he has.
Rolling too hot tonight, Seb.
They have done a lot of crits, these bugbears.
Right.
Cass.
All right. Is every other diagonal 10 feet? Is that how that works in this one?
Nope. Diagonals are still 5 feet.
Okay.
For simplicity's sake, they sort of did away with that from earlier editions.
That makes me happy. All right. So this time I'm going to do it right and booming blade this guy to my right.
Nice.
A 13
Ouch.
misses.
Alright, then I'm going to run all the way around these guys. 2. And stop right here.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, diagonals are 5. I could have moved one more, huh? I'm going to move one more step.
Yep, you've got another 5. Okay.
And end of turn is still not working for me.
That's alright, I'll skip it on for you. Pavel.
Alright. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna slash at. No. Oh, it moved by itself. Never mind. Oh, my Bruce got that. I'll attack this one. Longsword attack. Yes.
That hits. For 8 slashing.
Dark Souls.
That hits. Right,
Ooh.
You just
Damage.
bring up the longsword and jam it through the bugbear's throat so hard, Pavel, that you have to rip your boot up onto his chest to rip it back out as the bugbear just takes steps back before sinking onto the far wall.
Yes. Backstab. Oh
Roll
man,
on.
she's bonus action.
Yeah, if you want a second wind, go for it.
Thank you. Sorry about that, Roland.
No, it's fine. Go ahead, roll.
That's less healing that Roland has to do. He should be thanking you.
Yes, it is. Although not sure if I'm gonna heal this turn or not. I think that what I am gonna do is I'm going to. I can see this bugbear now, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Bane on the 3 bugbears that I can see.
Okay.
Well, shit.
This one gets baned. The other 2 make the save.
Well, that's not what I wanted to happen at all.
You don't always get what you want.
Yeah, I guess that's really all I can do for the moment. Actually, I will. To Nox. Usually I whisper it in your ear, but this time I'm not close enough. I believe in you! So.
I love you.
Bardic inspiration. And, that's my turn.
Alrighty. This bugbear keeps apprehending you, Cass. He runs around the corner. Takes a swing at disadvantage. Miss. Nox.
I'm a one-trick pony. Shocking grasp. I am so rolling that bar. I'm rolling that bar inspiration.
It's a natural one.
You can't.
You'd waste it.
Damn it. Fine.
I actually have a question.
You like shake the bugbear's hand, you forget to actually do the shocking part. Yeah.
Would you be able to use Bardic Inspiration on death saves?
Yep, you can use it. Death saves are still saving throws.
Okay, that's
Cool.
good to know.
I don't know why you're asking that. You're presuming he's going to be dying, but
I don't know, he might get knocked down pretty quick.
Talking about just how things typically go. So that's an EOT for me.
I'm not saying he's gonna die.
this bugbear is still on brew. And he misses.
Cool.
And the other bugbear, he is not letting you go, Cass. He moves in to chase you down and gets into a flanking position. He swings at disadvantage, and a 17 hits for 9
I'm gonna go ahead and
piercing.
use my reaction for shield.
Okay, you hold up your hand and the Morning Star just bounces off. Scamp Wolf.
I'm going to howl, and then I'm going to bite the bugbear in front of me with advantage because pack tactics.
Alrighty.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Nice.
You
Ooh,
bite
yes.
onto his leg, Scamp, and just whip your head back. It drags the bugbear to the ground. He takes 9 piercing damage and is prone.
Can I... If I pull him away, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity on Nox, right?
You actually don't have him grappled.
Oh, that's right. It's just prone. Never mind.
His attack
You
of
got him to the
opportunity,
ground.
it would be at disadvantage until he stands up.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that bugbear
Tail wag.
is hurting as well. Tail wag. Good doggy. Brew.
Good doggy.
Yeah, okay. I'll swing again at the one beside me here. Recklessly.
That hits. You
Ooh.
bury the war pick into the bugbear's side. The radiant energy burns his fur.
Go attack him.
Tempest takey. And yeah, I'll totally run up here and recklessly attack this one here.
It hits. For 10 points of damage. You don't know how injured he is, but you definitely felt that pick stick into someone. Hopefully it's not Cass.
Yeah, hopefully.
Alright, this bugbear stands up. He just like yells at you in pigeon common. Ha ha ha! Me kill the summoner and wolf disappear! Swings at you, Nox.
Ooh.
He hits.
Shield.
Alrighty. You just as he's about to hit you, quickly throw your hand forward and poof, the Morning Star bounces off the invisible force field that surrounds you. Cass. You can see the one to your south is very badly injured, and the other one to your north is not hurt at all.
Alright, well, I'm going to Booming Blade the one to my north.
That's a hit. For 18 points of damage, and as the
Damn.
glaive hits him, he's sheathed in thunderous energy.
And then I'm going to hope this isn't the trap hallway, and I'm moving over here.
Okay, you're safe. You just hear this low hum coming from the bugbear.
Okay, still can't end turn, but I'm done.
Alright. If you select your token, you'll see another end of turn button appear in the top left hand corner of your screen. That one might work as well.
Yep, that one works.
Sweet. Pavel.
10, 20,
It's not difficult terrain.
30. What? Really?
No, Shatter doesn't make any difficult terrain. I just put the template there
sweet.
just for sure.
Alright, cool. Never mind then. I guess 5, 10, 15, 20. I have no idea what's around me, but I'm just gonna start attacking the one below me first. Let's see. Oh, wow.
That is a miss.
I'll attack the one below me again. Well, no. Bruce got that. I'll attack the one above me.
That
I
hits.
guess.
For 7 slashing damage.
I hit something, but I don't know if it's dead.
Roll it.
I don't know. I'm failing y'all tonight with with the witty remarks. But I'll viciously mock that one. That's on Scamp and Nox.
He just puts his hands over his ears.
Oh, good lord. And I'm gonna throw a second level healing word on Nox. You'll hear a very soothing melody. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take anything right now.
It's decent, 9 healing.
I guess I'm used to the cure wounds. Okay, yep, that's my turn.
Alright, this bugbear attacks you, Brew. Miss.
Freeze.
Nox.
Alright. I am going to, again, try and shocking grasp this motherfucker because I don't have anything else really to do at this point.
Well, it's the principle of the thing, too. I mean...
That hits.
Nice.
Eight lightning damage. His first ends up
And
on
with
ends.
that, I am going to stand, step the fuck back.
Imagine you probably like check your shoulder as well. Make sure you're not stepping into another trap after tonight. Still a few puddles in that room, Nox.
Don't trigger me. Don't trigger me.
This bugbear just sort of ignores you, Pavel. He feels himself get hit and just dismisses you by pushing you away with his shield. He's after Cass. And when he moves, Booming Blade goes off. And you just hear a poof, 8 points of thunder damage. Cass and Pavel, you both feel bugbear parts just spray all over you.
Yeesh.
There is one left. Scamp.
I'm gonna bite him.
Ooh.
No advantage though, because there's no ally.
That hits. You just jump off and rip his throat out. Coughs. Chokes to death on his own blood. And oh, there's one left. He just he has a heart attack at that exact moment. Get me off hospital! Okay, it's over.
Doggy.
The darkness just made him claustrophobic. He couldn't.
Nox
He couldn't
comes up
take it.
behind Scamp and just gently rubs the behind the ears and just kind of just you know what? To be fair, you are my favorite person. I love you right now. Thank you so much.
That's 350 XP each. And we're going to wrap it up on that note. We'll leave you guys to perhaps see what's on the bodies or see maybe if there's anyone else about this Xanathar Guild outpost next week. Thank you guys very much, and Cass, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you've got any questions about anything, just let me know. If you want to make any adjustments to your character after playing with him, let me know.
Appreciate it. I think I'm going to do some homework and relearn Roll20. It's been a while since I've used it.
Cool, no
Good
problem.
playing with you, Cass. Glad you were here.
Yeah. Cass,
Thank you guys.
thank you very much.
Thank you for coming and helping us